Do an on-air recap, or do you want to tell me where we ended up? Because I was in the middle of learning about the Grobbler frescoes,
Right.
and how they used to steal elf children, or they steal elf children.
Yep.
The fruit is their eggs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bones are their money.
The bones are the money, and yeah.
So we could plausibly kick off with Starless not in the bag.
Right, because he's not in the bag.
Right.
I'm in a bag.
He was papoosed
yeah.
by Finn.
Okay.
Oh, he was papoosed. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you got papoosed.
Yeah.
You're in 2 bags.
Yeah.
Bag in a bag.
Why am I in 2 bags?
Well,
Because you're-
everyone got captured
Oh.
at the very end.
Yeah.
So it was a mixed success.
Yeah.
The success being getting to the top into the temple.
Oh.
The failure part of it being.
The top of the temple, the Grobbler temple?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
so-
essentially the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We made it up to the top of the big
Which
waterfall chamber.
is
with
the old
shot
city?
platforms.
Just below the old city.
Just below the
Just
old
below the old
Yeah.
city. So we're still subterranean,
Yes.
but almost not subterranean.
city. Yes.
Oh, I
That's the
assumed we were
supposition.
like surface level at this point.
Not quite.
No outside air can't see the sunlight. or
And
anything
in
like that.
terms
Even
of
where we're at now, we can't. Okay.
Correct.
and in terms of stratification,
Say that again.
You still can't see any sunlight or smell fresh air or anything where
Where
you
we are?
Where
I
you
thought
are.
we.
But
we'll describe it when we get into
Whoa,
it.
whoa,
Next
Yeah.
whoa,
episode.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Clearly, in the end of the last episode, yes, and
Yep.
there was sunlight streaming through a window, hitting a part of the chapel. Wasn't that described? And then it was
don't
going
believe
into
so.
that shard. It was going in the shard, but the shard wasn't there. That
the
little, like,
shard.
you know, the thing that we destroyed.
Maybe we said there was like we were talking
Sunlight
about whether there was sunlight
through.
going onto a bowl or something, but
I remember the
so
ball.
It could have been going onto the top of the tree.
Yeah.
There could be a
There-
shaft of sunlight.
There
yeah.
could be a shot. Yeah.
That's
We should maybe
yeah.
search.
I mean,
I
you,
don't remember much, but I remember that.
that's true, but you do have these very
yeah.
kind of
Is this
definite memories of things which didn't happen too.
Remember, because how did the sunlight, like,
yeah.
I think we can say that that's
how
true.
did that pop? I mean, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was
Okay. All right. You can see a little bit of sunlight from a tiny little hole in the top of this temple somehow.
That's going into the thing.
But I've
that
got
we
a color,
destroyed,
so
right?
I'm not dumb.
Right? Because that's how the sunlight went into the
No.
Grobbler pit.
It's called contrast.
The crystal itself was what was like supplying the light and the heat. There was no input into the crystal. If there is, some,
I was imagining a dark crystal like situation. Everyone know? Yeah.
Yes.
Where the sunlight hits it at a specific
We're all with you.
angle, and then
yeah.
Right.
no, okay. The crystal was generating its own light.
Yeah.
Heat and
Okay,
light.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes. So I don't think there's sunlight then.
All right. That makes. But how's the tree alive?
The tree is made
Dead.
of metal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just a quick, out of curiosity, Grobblerville, obviously sub Old City. Where is Old City in terms of strata? Oh wait,
Well, that's not super helpful because it's from above.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the tallest is
what's-
the pinnacle,
what's your-
right?
Pinnacles.
So I'm just wondering, like, what are the stratification?
This is the next tier. This is the old city.
Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
here, it's raised up.
Okay.
Actually above all of this.
Got it.
Pinnacle is
And
raised
then
up
Pinnacle is raised
substantially.
up. Got it. All right.
So we're
So Grindstone, Meltjoy, and Nest are all, and Lower Send Pool are all on the same layer of strata.
All in lower.
And
Yep.
then, okay, got it. All right, that helps
Yeah.
a lot.
Do you
Thank you.
guys?
Uh-huh.
Do you think I'm gonna die from drinking kombucha that is overly fermented in the container
No.
How can that even happen?
because I didn't refrigerate it?
Oh, you probably will. Yeah.
So it's been sitting unrefrigerated for 1 to 2 weeks.
You might get drunk from it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drunker.
But
Does
like,
it
I'm not
taste
gonna.
bad?
It tastes like kombucha.
Then I
Like
think you're
stronger?
fine.
Or just regular?
Yeah, taste it.
If
now
Tom is gonna die too.
It's a real Romeo
I'm
and
not
Juliet
gonna get-
situation.
Just smell very yeasty.
It just smells really yeasty, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. Is fermentation happens in a.
I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
it doesn't like taste
Unless
like metallic, you're fine.
Right. I was thinking about botulism, but I think only babies die from botulism. Right? That's why babies
Fucking
can't
weak-ass
have.
babies.
That's why babies can't have honey.
This is definitely our
That's
intro.
Yeah. Yeah, very first soundbite. I think only babies who die of botulism, right?
We merry band of thieves and ever vigilant vigilantes sequestered underneath the bourgeoisie. In the shadow of the wall where they still tell tales of a gilded age before the world was blighted by the fading and the forest pushed us all inside. We welcome you to Born to Die.
Hello, and welcome to Born to Die, a Blades in the Dark actual play podcast following the story of the Tangle Teasers, a youth sports team turned criminal gang turned accidental cult trying to forge their way in the industrializing elvish mountain city of Glimmer Falls. My name is Thomas, and I'm your host for today's game, and to my left is my co-host Reed.
Hello, I'm Reed, and I am your also GM, and I forgot to roll for a fun fact. So you all do your fun facts, and I'll come up with a fun fact while you do yours.
All right, then we are joined tonight by 4 of our Tangle Teasers, starting to my right with Ryan.
I'm Ryan, and I play Starless Thrain. Fun fact about Starless Thrain: he is allergic to
Cellophane.
cellophane. He is allergic to cellophane, which heretofore does not exist in the Glimmer Falls universe, and so therefore isn't an issue.
We'll see. Cellophane trauma coming up.
I'm Drew. I play Cove Landrill. Early in Cove's schooling career, he started a gambling den.
What kind of gambling den?
They played blackjack. Whatever version of, close to blackjack.
Which is?
It's called Red Tom. And he never won, but he enjoyed making everybody happy.
When you say den, is it like a living room or like a cave?
Yeah, so it was on the farm. There's like a couple back barns that are out of use, and he just kind of commandeered one of those.
Right.
So he never won.
Never won.
Running the den.
Yeah.
The house always lost.
That was the draw. That was the draw. Yeah.
It was very successful for everyone else.
Yeah.
We learned a little bit more about how the Landwell family's fortunes turned south.
A lot of wine went out the door in that barn.
I'm Carissa, and I play Elara Phelan. And Elara had a lot of pet rocks growing up. Yeah, so she would play with them on her windowsill, the one that we visited not too long ago, we broke into. There was primarily 5 rocks that she would play with because, she didn't want to bother her parents when they were so busy. And, Prindo was, off doing her thing. So she had to find ways to entertain herself.
Were any of these rocks called Muffin?
Yes, there was one called Muffin, which, as you can imagine, was the inspiration for the first pigeon muffin. So there's been a few muffins in her day.
50 or 60 muffins, probably.
Elara doesn't keep track. There's only one. Yeah. There can be only one.
Hi, I'm Greta. I play Bertie, the child detective. Fun fact about Bertie, he, during kinder prison, was making a bit of cash on selling kombucha. He didn't make very much money, though, because he didn't realize that kombucha needs to be refrigerated. And kombucha, the ingredients are fermentation, sugar, and thyme. And at room temperature, the thyme is really difficult to control. So it didn't taste great. And generally won't kill you, but it didn't taste great. It was really fizzy. It had a few exploding bottles.
And this was in direct but not very successful competition with Cove's moonshine, presumably.
Maybe.
Cove was very much moonshining.
Yeah, exactly. It was moonshine.
I feel like
in
it's like
prison.
slightly different target groups, right?
Were you maybe inspired by Cove?
Aww.
It's pretty cute.
Yes. Yeah. Bertie was like, I'm just gonna. It's great. I'm just gonna do some kombucha here with some empty bottles that I might have gotten from a moonshine friend.
And how did Cove feel about this?
Oh, he's fine with everybody having fun.
All right. Reed, do you have your fun fact?
I do indeed have my fun fact. Today we drew Worsival. Worsival has never been outside. Never seen the sky, never seen the great eye in the sky. Worsival was born in the back room of Percival's Sweets and Swag, a family business, and has never left. And will never leave.
Is he able to leave?
That is something worth investigating.
We have a worsenable prison break in our future.
Okay.
Draw max, leave gaps.
It's something that would be worth investigating if we were ever going to see Worsival ever again, which hopefully nobody does.
I feel kind of sorry for Worsival.
Yeah, and I'm really
Never thought I'd
regretting
say
how
it.
mean I was to Worsival.
Yeah. But at least Worsival didn't watch the set in which he was pilloried.
That's correct. And also, he deserved it.
Okay. You, at the end of the last episode, having climbed the subterranean waterfall shaft that had previously been illuminated by the great, incredibly hot and bright glowing crystal obelisk, which was destroyed by a pigeon bomb. You reach the top of it, following behind a bunch of the Grobblers who were climbing much faster than you were, hopping from stair to stair, and reaching the summit after a very large amount of effort and taking quite a lot of time. You exhaustedly were immediately captured in a rope net. You find yourselves dangling from the ceiling in this rope net as we open this new episode. And what do they see in the temple, Reed?
In the center of the main chamber here, there is a overgrown silver tree with gold leaves. Its branches are so thin that they look like they should not be able to hold up under their own weight. And there are a handful of Grobblers kind of ritualistically pruning some of the larger leaves off of this tree and putting them into like an ornamental bowl to bring up to one Grobbler that's standing up at an altar.
So specifically what this looks like is, so there's an altar in the middle that this tree was sitting on, and the initial kind of bowl for it looks like a bonsai. So the tree itself looks as if it has just grown out in an unruly fashion from this original bonsai, which looked to be actually quite well tended and circumscribed. But clearly over time, and indeed over the time in which these Grobblers had not been able to tend it, the hundreds of years since they were cast down, this tree has grown all over the shop. And what is it growing amongst? So what do we think this temple looks like? So there are similarities, I think, certainly with the construction of the Grobbler village down below, but it's much grander.
I think it's like excavated from like a big sandstone deposit, and there are more of these carvings and frescoes lining the walls, depicting the same sorts of things that you saw down below.
But not the casting down.
Correct. Yes. It was more about like the Grobbler life cycle and, great heroes of old sort of thing.
Probably similar, because one of the images was of like attacking an animal. I imagine more things along those
Right.
lines.
Yes.
Kind of cheerier in general, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Celebration.
Yeah, like celebrating great victories sort of thing.
And so the whole thing then, we could say, so it's arches coming down into pillars, kind of like an underground. This is not going to ring tons of bells for anyone or our listenership, but like there were, what's it called now? Aquifers, reservoirs, the thing in Istanbul, this underground,
The
where the
cisterns?
cisterns.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So in the Ottoman and the Byzantine Empire.
The cisterns in Constantinople.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's like these underground water reserves that then have these beautiful like columns and arches, but it's all in the dark. That's why it feels like for any of our listeners who've been there.
Google it.
But there are staircases going up on each of the sides. It's pretty big, I would say. And you're hanging from a rope kind of in the middle. We'd say ceiling is probably 30 feet tall, something like that.
This is a brief point of clarity. When we eliminated the stone,
The
were
obelisk.
there already people up there?
No.
So they just got back. It's not like there was a group
Yeah,
of people
they just
kind
got
of
back. Well, probably a couple of hours ahead of you.
Yeah, but still, like they haven't. So a few of them haven't been up there. Like it was
Right.
abandoned.
Right.
Yeah, so in terms of the Grobblers in this place, many of them prostrate on the floor. Look like they're kind of praying.
So wait, we are in a cistern?
No, that's just what it looks like. You're in a temple.
But
A
the temple's
Grobbler
underground?
temple. Underground. There are stairs leading upwards from let's say, the kind of cardinal points of the compass.
Gotcha.
So Grobblers on the ground, like as if they're praying, and there are the kind of priest-type Grobblers who are doing a whole variety of priestly stuff, including pruning the tree. Some of them are also look to be inscribing something on the trunk and branches of the tree, on the bark. They've got like little chisel-type tools.
Is there water on the floor?
No, don't think so.
Wait, so how does it resemble a cistern?
Because it's underground but has arches and columns.
Okay.
Yeah. And it has that
Empty
kind of
cistern.
it has that cool subterranean feel to it.
Like a wine cellar of sorts.
Yeah, could be,
Okay.
but no wine.
Yeah.
Just columns.
No wine, no water, just columns. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that was a not very helpful analogy. Sorry, everyone. Are there any Grobblers who are paying attention to these tasty humans in a bag, or elves in a bag?
I don't think so. I think they're so busy and like enthralled with being back in this place of such cultural significance that they're going about their important priestly duties and, saving these snacks for later.
Right. Can we say that there is one kind of annoyed-looking guard
Yeah.
who's being tasked with this duty, but is more interested in the temple?
Does Alara still have like her arrows and stuff on her?
I think you have all your stuff. You're just really
Yeah.
tightly compressed in the
Oh,
bag.
so it's not like I could use it.
It'd be tough to draw your bow.
Yeah. I don't think
being
you can draw
here.
your bow at all.
No.
Okay.
But you could pop an arrow out and
Start sawing.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that's what she'll do. Is she'll kind of wiggle an arrow out and try to start like picking at threads to try to undo them, but in a stealthy manner so that nobody can tell, and so she can maybe bust out or weaken the net at least.
Yeah, I think this is perfectly plausible. Like, the guard is bored, not paying you much attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's prow.
Let's see.
For the stealthy element.
Yeah.
That's a 1.
Does anybody want to assist this?
I will assist. Bertie has nothing to his name now. He lost all of his belongings in the tunnel below.
That was a consequence last time.
Oh.
Nothing. He's turned his pockets out like a pauper.
This is assisting.
What Bertie's gonna do? All he has right now is a nice set of teeth, and so he's gonna.
Using the prowl ring.
He's gnawing away.
Yeah. I assume it's a net, like fabric
Yeah.
net of sorts.
All
Yeah.
right, so take 1
Nom, nom,
stress
nom,
to
nom, nom.
assist.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
get 2d6.
Yeah. I imagine that Bertie's face is just right next to where Alara's hand is, and so you're both kind of working on the same little bit of rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now
the-
it's a bit more. Now it's a bit moist.
And the stress is that it tastes gross.
Yeah.
I got a 5.
Nice.
Excellent.
Wait, I take 2 stress, right?
One.
Or just one?
One for
Just one.
assisting.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good.
2 to push.
Okay, so mixed success. I think you are able to break it,
But does it
it
leave?
begins to unravel way quicker than you expected. The whole net is starting to come
Oh, okay.
undone.
And we're how high?
20 feet up.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're in the air.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So you are about to spill out of the net on top of the guard.
Okay.
What do you do?
Am I conscious yet?
Yeah, you just.
wait,
woke
you're
up.
here?
Yeah, I just woke up and I've been busy basically transferring Finraya into the
Okay. Take 1 sec. Have a couple of coughs.
excuse me. I've been busy. All right. So I have just become regained consciousness, and I have transferred Finraya into the what did you call it? The
Yeah.
papoose.
You turned the papoose.
I've swapped
Oh my
the
God.
papoose. This is going to significantly hinder my mobility.
Yeah.
But
You have fins.
I'm kind of taking. Yeah, I'm kind of taking everything in. I don't know. I'm devoid of context. What I do realize is that I am in a net with all of my friends that is now opening up, and we're about 20 feet off the ground, and there is something underneath us that we probably don't want to disturb.
But there's a
So
guard,
I-
and I think the guard has a spear, so you're fully
Yeah.
you're fully on the spear.
Yeah.
I-
So I shout, "Link hands!"
Can we like swing the net at all so we can, try at least to land outside of that spear?
You can, and I think
Yeah.
you
I'm about to
probably-
be pushing
You
it.
get advantage of that because you've done this before with a chandelier. Right?
That's right.
And
that's right.
I got 2 finesse, so I can assist.
Are we calling that finesse?
Yeah, so you can add a d6.
Oh, cool.
Wait, do I have to take
Do
a
you wanna
stress die
assist?
assist?
Yes.
In what I think we'll call
Oh wait, when I get a
callback
trauma,
bonus.
sorry,
You get a callback bonus.
Okay.
when I get a trauma, do I
Yeah.
lose all my stress?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, then I will take a stress for assisting, right?
Yes.
You said
Okay,
there were
great.
stairways kind of leading up.
Yeah.
Can we swing enough to get it to a stairway?
Yeah, close enough. You probably wouldn't be on the stairs.
No.
But you'd be rolling in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
One's cocked.
And
Five.
still a 4.
No, yeah.
Oh,
Five
yeah.
wins the day.
5. Okay, so here's what happens. You are able to do it. You swing the net back and forth. You're taking inspiration from your previous highly successful move, I think,
Yeah,
with the chandelier. You hit the floor. You all kind of bumble and roll. As you look up, you see next to the altar there are a number of grobblers who are in a line up to the bit of the tree on the altar. There is a priest who is handing out golden leaves to them, and you can see as you look around the grobblers, like it's going onto the gobbler's tongue, which is describe the gobbler's tongue before. It's got to be pretty long, right? Froggy.
I think we did have someone say something about it, like flicking out to grab something
Yeah.
at some point.
So it flicks out, grabs the gold leaf, and so this is what's happening in this line. They're kind of undergoing some kind of grobbler communion. The ones who've had it look around. Their eyes are silver and glowing and trained on you guys as you hit the floor.
Do they look happy?
That would be an attune.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have some. Do you have some special, or is that Bertie that has the?
Bertie has a special thing.
Yeah. So it's like communicating with non.
Although
Slow and loud.
we did
Although it's
we did add the
no
team
benefit last
the
time.
team power, the custom team ability. I don't remember what the exact text of it was, but
So I think roll a
Oh, yeah,
tune
what was
and
that?
you have a summon.
Pantomime, sign language and symbols.
Yeah, I think you can add a d6 then.
Verbal and
Okay.
So roll a tune and add a d6, and this
Yeah.
will be whether you understand what their intention is.
Yeah. That is a 3.
yeah.
You have no idea, and they are definitely moving in your direction.
Can only assume they are upset. So okay, Alara broke a net.
Yeah.
So seeing that it's starting to break, I feel like the idea is to kind of like hold on to like
Oh,
the
we're
top.
already down, right?
Yeah, you already.
All of
fell-
us did?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you hit the
Spilled
floor,
out.
you rolled.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that fully happened. Okay, we're on the ground.
You're in a mess of teens.
Yo,
You're not teens. I
Follow
always think you're teens.
follow my lead. Pee your pants so you're less enticing to eat.
Way ahead of you, bud. Sorry. Way ahead of you, bud.
All right,
And-
we'll stop for a second there to go and get the Roscoe.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Yay. Anyone want pistachio cookies from Italy?
What are they?
I
So
will
they're-
certainly try one.
They're almond. They're almond like cookies, but like the ingredients are just almonds, sugar, pistachios, 20%, and
Oh.
egg whites.
Nice.
That's a ricciarelli.
That's a ricciarelli?
Yeah.
I've never heard of
I
them.
make them sometimes and dip them in chocolate. I
They're
think
Mm.
They're very
absolutely
good.
amazing. Like from the looks of them, they look like dry, disgusting biscottis. I don't know why I
Yeah.
bought
Do you want to
them.
split one?
But then I bought one and ate them, and they're just absolutely
Oh.
fantastic.
Those look so different.
Mhm.
Those
They're
have
more
a-
toasty, but it's
Yeah.
a similar. You want the whole one?
We got them from a little shop in Lari outside Luca.
Mm.
Very good.
Thank you for sharing.
I know. Like now, I just want to make these.
Yeah, they're really good.
Sounds like you could.
Yeah, the ingredients are just so simple. There you go, Reed.
Gracias.
There's yeah, a lot of almond flour.
Yeah, I
Definitely
think
less
there's-
chewy than
I think it's just almond flour. There's no wheat. It's just almond flour.
Mm-hmm. No, mine are too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ricciarelli.
I don't do the pistachios. Yeah.
That's extremely
There's
good.
Is that
an
what they call
Italian-
Like, is that what they're labeled as?
Mm-mm.
It says Brutti Buoni al Pistacchio. A traditional Tuscan biscotti, it says.
Yeah, that's super good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the internet doesn't have them.
Mm-hmm.
Ricciarelli, you said?
More where that
How do you spell that? R-I-C-C.
Well, Roscoe, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, there's
Oh,
Half-
those guys.
a little less than half the bottle left.
Oh my gosh.
So I wonder if you did have like a pistachio or something like that, because
Yeah.
the ricciarelli that I make are really smooth.
Mm.
If it would be more of like this texture that we have here.
Yes, these
With the
textures that we
pistachio
have here
added.
with the pistachio added. Interesting.
Mm. But yeah, having like the nice like
Let's try one of these guys.
bottom.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's very nice, like cocoa nibs in it or something.
Umbrusco.
Is that me?
Yeah, if you'd like it,
Awesome, yeah. Thank you.
please.
so much.
Yeah, of course. Did everybody get some that wants some?
I'll try a little bit in a minute when I'm done with my
Yeah.
water.
I'll pull it out when you're finished.
Would you like a Tuscan biscotti?
I had one. They're delicious.
Mhm.
I will be having another.
Yay.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're almost all back together.
I know.
Mhm. Next week.
That's summer.
Yay.
No.
Mm. No.
Drew and I are
Yeah,
in Michigan
no.
next week.
No.
At some point in the next month,
Cheers.
maybe.
I know.
Salute.
Salute time.
So where were we?
Everybody's on the ground. Silver-eyed grobblers are rushing at the party, and I think as they're rushing at you and they pick up spears, I think the spearheads start to glow that same kind of silvery color as well.
What the fuck?
All right, I want to.
Lara was contemplating it.
How's the wall of people or of grobblers? Is it like pretty impenetrable? Like, are there gaps?
Are we
So
not near the
There are
stairs?
no grobblers between you and the stairs.
Right.
That.
But I want to get to the tree.
Oh,
There are,
several dozen.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I think you've caught the attention of like 5 of these. Who?
How
who
many are
taking
running
this
towards
communion.
us?
How many are what?
How many of the grobblers are running towards us? 20 of them?
But, running towards you, yeah, like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
But if what you're looking to do is get to part of the tree, there are branches.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Close to us?
Yeah, like growing up around the pillars so that they are high.
Would I be able to reach one with a jump or
You'd probably need something a bit more than your own.
like up
You
the
might-
stairs and maybe like off the?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, plausibly, yeah.
Okay. Well, instead of doing that, I want to, because if it's only 5 people that have noticed us, I want to try and like agility my way through, find a gap, and get to the tree.
So that would be desperate, I think.
Oh, God.
I'm going to put you in a very dangerous position, but you're welcome to do it.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like a race to who gets to the middle first. The like accessible portion of the tree at ground level is more or less dead center between the two of you, so you could get there and get it and run back and potentially make it, or you could not.
We'll miss you, Cove.
And that's not the central trunk, right? That's a
Correct.
branch.
Yeah, that's just a branch at the edge of the chamber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna assist with an item from my utility belt or whatever. Not my utility belt, my load. Which I think I have one more.
Yep.
Which is just some simple jar of mechanical oil, and I'm gonna throw it at the feet of the frogs. Of the Grobblers. I've got a great idea, you guys. Slick shoes.
You're actually kind of playing into my idea because I was thinking fire.
Yeah.
You guys,
Great minds.
this tree seems kind of special, though. We shouldn't burn the tree down.
Yeah, Fire Chief Bertie says no to fire.
That's true. In fact, I think your trauma is that you have to like prevent it. If you can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I did say that it's happening, so you do know.
I know.
I think we should leave all options on the table right now.
I mean,
I will kill whoever tries to set fire. Something deep inside me is making me do it.
This is also like a snap decision, like something needs to happen immediately. You're
I'm
losing
running.
time.
this is
Okay.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running.
Okay, so you're yelling at each other. Cove, you're running towards them. Start a fire!
Okay. So you throw the oil. So this is going to be a.
Finesse. Wreck.
Red.
Didn't we say hunt for this kind of like
Oh,
range?
I think wreck is for like throwing explosives and stuff. I think they
Okay.
specifically call that out for wreck.
Okay.
Yeah, wreck.
Wreck.
Wreck it
Okay.
up.
I have
Wreck it
2, so I roll 2 die and take the higher.
Yeah, so this will be a setup for Cove, I think is what this effectively is.
And that's a 4 and a 5.
Nice.
Okay. And setup actions have rules somewhere.
Anyone who follows through on your set of action takes 1d6 to their action roll or increases the effect.
Cool.
Yeah, so I think with a mixed success there, what we'll maybe do is say that, like in Dungeon World, you will suffer both the positive and negative consequences of Cove's roll.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's quite elegant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So a full success in that would be like you set the table and walk away, but you're part of the game here. And I think maybe the way we could describe this in World is the oil all splashes down and it's pretty close to you.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also push myself.
Okay.
Which allows me. Let's see. When you push yourself, choose one of the following additional benefits. Perform a feat of athletics that verge on superhuman.
I'm just picturing you like
So
doing
I'm
like
gonna like
a slip and slide.
I'm jumping over all the oil, like over everyone's heads, if I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go into superhuman mode, are you the living needler?
Yeah.
His hair sticks straight up.
Yeah, it's like I don't have the mask on, but my hair is the needles.
Yeah. Sweet.
That's a 6.
Nice.
Whoa.
Okay. You leap over this oil slick just over to the other side. And what exactly are you trying to grab?
A branch.
Okay. Yeah, you break off the edge of a little branch that has a couple of leaves on it. It takes some effort to snap this off. It seems like this tree is made of metal, and but with a little finagling, you manage to rip it out and start sprinting back over the oil slick as the Grobblers go.
Yeah, can we zoom in on this a second? Because I think this is a lovely image. So like as you kind of jump up and you grab it and twist, yeah, as Reese said, it's like tough to get it off. As you do and you snap it, there is sap inside. So but it looks like liquid mercury. So like it oozes out and then drops down kind of onto the floor. So it's
Whoa. Onto the oil
it
slick?
feels both like a artificed item, but also alive.
So I'm actually not gonna run back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand there with the branch and with a match and kind of threaten to light it on fire.
Don't you do it, Cove. Don't you do it.
I want to see how they react.
He's not gonna do it. And the match is lit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine that's a command. I don't think they like the match, but I don't know how concerned they are about this broken off branch.
Yeah. So command, I think this is limited effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's, I mean, they're also pruning it. Like,
Right.
this is an overgrown tree.
Yeah.
So there is more of it than they generally expect.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, give it a go.
My command is very low, and I don't have the push ability right now.
They do, however, dislike light. We remember.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's why the
but
flame-
you just have the little flicker of a
Yeah.
match.
Good point.
Okay, let's do it. That's a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oof.
I actually have a good thing for this. You hold the match, you're holding this. Were you thinking the same thing?
Probably.
Go ahead, Reed, you do it.
Which?
No, you do yours and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
I'm
So-
sensing a Wile E. Coyote moment. coming.
No. As you light the match, you hear Bertie over your shoulder yell, "Don't you do it, Cove!"
I will kill you.
And then you just hear as Bertie from a couple feet behind you blows hard towards the match
Okay.
and extinguishes it.
Seeing that, I just take a quick bite of the leaf. I want the communion.
Yes, that's what
Right.
I was gonna shout for you to do if
Yeah.
you didn't do it already.
Yep.
All right, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
You bite into this gold leaf. It is, it's thin in your mouth, so it doesn't immediately. It's not hard to chew on. You chew into it, and you can feel the material bending and breaking, but it's sharp, and it's already cutting your mouth as you chew it and swallow it. And as it goes down, it is lacerating.
Oh,
Yeah. So you are going to take.
oh great.
What do we say? Level 2 or 3?
Oh,
I think it's level 3 internal bleeding.
Damn.
Unless you resist it.
Yes.
Well, I gotta try.
How do you?
Yeah.
okay.
Revive me
Yeah.
resisting.
Maybe he has the metal.
And this will be a prowess resistance.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think this is following on from the one on the previous roll. That's
Yeah.
why it is so bad. But it would be bad regardless.
Yeah.
When you suffer a negative consequence, you can roll insight, prowess, resolve as
Yeah.
appropriate. So it's prowess.
Yeah.
So you
Is there
can kick
anything-
it down to a level 2.
Okay. So I'm rolling 3.
But you are bleeding inside.
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Sweet.
You take no stress. It goes down to a level
Cool.
2.
Cool.
And
Do we know if you can resist the same harm multiple times? I haven't actually looked at the rules for that. But could you do another resistance roll and
No,
take it down
no.
again?
No.
Okay. It's just reducing it 1. Cool. Yeah.
However, you do feel something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you feel in pain, certainly. But there is a kind of the closest thing that I can imagine, I think, is probably it's the bit in the Matrix where Neo starts to see everything.
Oh, you're speaking
Oh,
my
gosh.
language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are highly attuned.
Yeah.
And so you can boost your attune pips
Oh.
at least temporarily for what, like 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can add 3 pips to your attune.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I think it kind of presents as like little auras kind of waxing and waning over both the Grobblers in here. Like the tree is very bright in here. And yeah, there's just kind of this little bit of glow of magic to everything.
And I think I might push it even a little bit further. I think you can see the past.
Whoa.
I think you can see, like, overlaid over current reality, the glory days of this temple prior to the casting down. Like, and it's thousands of Grobblers in here.
Wow.
And you see light streaming in through the stairway entrances. You see the tree in its original form, which is like this beautiful bonsai, very well kept in the middle. You see the priest Grobblers, and you see as they pray and kind of look up, all of these Grobblers have this silver in their eyes. And they look bigger and stronger and just generally fitter and more powerful. And happy. Like, you get this sense of like contentment and just general, I don't know, what's the emotional?
Like monks, like at peace.
Not monks, peaceful, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like terracotta warriors.
except it's living, and like you see, I think you see families at the edge as well. Like
You mean like-
it looks like a society that is in its heyday.
Like oh, you see them and they're in the past, or
Yeah, this is like a
vision.
so-
it's like a Valhalla
Right.
flashback of some sort.
Yeah, so to kind of unveil this mechanically a little bit, like our understanding of a tune. So in the base game, in Plays in the Dark, a tune lets you see ghosts and like enter the ghost realm and stuff like that and engage with it. For us, we've decided that a tune is like it's an ability to tap into understanding the history of the place in a supernaturally intense way,
Right.
among other things.
See the hidden things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think as this starts to come in at the so I think you look at the Grobblers that are charging you, and you can hear them yelling. Now you can hear their battle cry
Oh,
as they're
okay.
coming
Like
in your direction.
understand them.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's not pretty or complex. It's like fucking heretic.
yeah,
Like
yeah. There's a lot of just ah.
Okay.
yeah, they're really mad.
Yeah.
I scream back as best as I can.
What do you say?
I just
Oh,
make
just-
I just scream.
Yeah, you can certainly scream.
Yeah,
If you wanted to communicate anything, that'd be an attune roll as well.
right.
I'm just gonna scream.
I think screaming is like intimidation. That's
like command?
command, right? And I believe you already tried that.
Yeah.
You should
okay.
try to communicate, maybe.
It feels like it's too chaotic. It feels like they're too riled up. But I mean, I haven't even heard them say like a word. I wouldn't know.
I think
Mhm.
you could you get an extra d6 on this because I think there is something that visibly communicates that you've also eaten the leaf.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna open my eyes as wide as I can and just stare them down.
Yeah.
So what are we talking?
Command.
Command. Okay.
Yeah, with an extra D from the situation.
It's only one.
Yep.
It's a 3.
I think the one in the front of the group just runs you through with the spear.
Yeah. Miss failure.
Oh,
In a
we
desperate
gotta get out of here. that one actually hurt.
That's I think level 2.
Yeah. More intense
Oh.
bleeding.
Yeah, level 2 harm.
Stabbed in the gut.
Stabbed in the gut. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put down more blood.
So again, you can resist it
Right.
Oh sure. Okay.
if you wish.
Yeah.
And also you have
actually-
a level 2 harm, and I believe that removes a D from all of your rolls, right?
Yes.
'Cause-
oh
okay.
right.
Yeah.
I'm actually not gonna resist it. My stress is too high.
Okay. So you have 2 level 2 harms right now.
And you're on the spear.
Yeah.
What do the rest of you guys do?
Yep.
As Cove is
In a
kebabbed.
Made a bunch of bad mistakes right in a row.
Yeah. Cove is in an extremely desperate position.
Well, all these warriors have their backs to us right now, right?
because
I
they're
don't-
facing Cove.
I think like Cove is between you and the tree, and the Grobblers are coming from the direction of the tree, so they're facing you. So like tree, Grobblers, Cove. You.
Oh, the branches are that far out. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a real risky maneuver.
Yeah.
I really want to befriend these guys, and I have no idea how. And I'm
mean-
pretty sure we just threatened them hardcore.
Uh,
One of them just stabbed Cove.
I think Bertie screams in
I already tried that.
a high girly voice, using loudly and slowly again, and says, "Don't you dare kebab my friend."
Is my Grobbler friend around?
No.
Tuna?
Yeah, is Tuna around?
Tuna didn't come up here.
Okay, so
Okay.
loudly and slowly. I added extra dice, I believe, because I'm using that ability.
Yeah, this is
Alright.
going to be a limited effect though.
Why?
I mean,
reasons. All right.
Yeah.
And then what is that? I'm gonna
like
use.
these guys are so mad at Cove.
Yeah.
And all of you, but particularly Cove.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
use
can push.
sway.
You can push yourself to increase your effect level, or you can trade position for effect, and that would trading position for effect would make the consequences worse for you. But
I'm gonna say no to that.
Can I?
Yeah,
yes.
let me give a metaphor for how mad they are. So this is the equivalent of an American tourist
Oh no.
like running into the cathedral in Rome, St. Peter's, and like breaking off a piece of the crucifix and chewing on it.
And then threatening to light it on fire.
Yeah, threatening to light it on fire.
Okay.
This is how upset they are.
Okay,
see
okay.
that. The
Can
fight went
I
out so
conduct
quick.
a simultaneous action, or do we want to wait?
In
Let's
which
resolve
case,
those.
Okay.
instead of that, I'm going to try to say, Your Froggy Highnesses, I'm so sorry for my friend's action. Leave him to us, and we will punish him as we wish, and try to take him away.
So I think this is 0 effect, but you can trade position for.
Wait,
For effect.
what do you keep saying? 0 effect.
So all right. So if you're recalling this,
Where is this on the wall?
there are two things.
What are you
right?
looking at?
So there's position and there's effect. Effect is how much you get if you succeed.
Uh-huh.
Position is what you're risking if you
I
fail.
see. So I get absolutely nothing even if I
So,
succeed.
normally speaking, on this you would get nothing because
Okay.
they're not listening. And you're in a standard position, so you're risking a normal amount.
Mm-hmm.
You can put yourself in a desperate position to bring it up to limited effect.
Fuck it, fine. Yeah, Bertie is going to basically get back on his solo man stage, and
His
and
what?
You know, the solo show I've been practicing.
Oh right, the one-man show.
The one man show.
And
yeah.
you can
The
also-
solo
Solomon.
one man show.
The
you can also
Solomon show.
push yourself to increase the effect.
I'm gonna push myself.
One more level.
I'm gonna push myself. And I'm going to
Completely different world than the rest of us.
yeah, and I'm going to try to do this in froggy voice again.
Yep.
Even though I failed every single other time. But
Okay.
you know what they say about learning a language? The more you fail, the better you get.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. That's what the audio book.
that's what the Duolingo bird says, right?
What was it? The learning courses you were doing? The distance learning.
Duolingo?
When are you doing distance learning, Bertie? Wasn't Bertie doing?
Oh,
the
yes, yes, yes,
correspondence
yes.
The
course.
correspondence courses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, so Bertie
Duolingo.
puts on his theater voice and does a dramatic bow and says,
So I think the desperate part of it is you've got to run towards them to put yourself in more danger.
Right.
yeah, so he runs towards and then kneels, and because of that on the grease, he slides in, pops a knee up and says,
Right.
Monsieurs and froggy madams, deepest apologies for our uncouth friend. Please overturn him to us, and we will punish him to the greatest extent of the law in the above realm.
I mean, this is great seeing that out of D6. It's just fantastic stuff.
And Bertie is using the only thing he has left, which is his cloak, to add some pizzazz.
Of course.
All right, so I'm using sway, so I got 2.
Yep.
I got 1. If I have 2 pips, I get 1 die, right?
If you have 2 pips, you get 2 die.
2 pips, I get 2 die. Okay, and then I get a 3rd one for loudly and slowly, and then I'm pushing myself, which puts me in a better position.
Yep.
And then I get an extra die because of rolling the arms. So that's 4 die.
That's good. That's a good chance. Fuck.
Again,
I don't know.
Limited effect.
Or,
Wait, but I push myself, so I get.
Yeah.
Oh.
Push yourself to also bump it up another
Yeah.
level.
Okay.
And that's 2 more
Standard.
stress?
Standard
2 more
effect.
stress?
2 more stress.
Yeah. Man, Betty, this is the greatest performance of all time.
Knowing Bertie's rolling history recently, this is going to be 5-1, so we'll see.
5 ones on 4 dice.
Oh, that's 2 5s and a 6.
Hey, that's a
That's 3.
success.
And a 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I finally make a dent in the froggy language?
I think so.
Yeah. I think the lead Grobbler pulls the spear back out of Cove and just shoves him to the ground at your feet.
Okay.
And points? Get out?
Yeah. Yeah, points towards the stairs.
Right. Okay, 1 moment. Rule number 1 of first aid is we have to tourniquet. So I take.
torso?
Well, you have to apply pressure. Apply pressure. So I do rip off part of my cloak. Now it's a cropped cloak and wrapped around my friend's torso.
All right.
Say this is gonna hurt.
Yeah. as you're dragging him back, kind of slipping in the oil.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Well,
Bertie. I'll fix your cloak afterwards.
Yeah.
If only we had some moonshine and some kombucha.
Yeah, so you stagger back, dragging Cove towards the stairs.
Yeah.
You guys look up the stairs. Beautiful, carved sandstone staircase
About to get a bit bloody.
up into brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
Just different material than the rest of the temple is made out of, just brick wall built across the top of the staircase.
There's no door, there's no exit.
Nope.
Okay, and I'm all out of gadgets.
Yeah, and I think you've also dragged unconscious Finn up the
Yeah.
stairs behind you, just hitting her head on every single step.
Yeah.
As you go up.
Yeah, and the Grobblers they've given you this respite, but like, yeah, you've got to get out, otherwise things are gonna get real dead.
What's are there any runes or patterns on the
No,
sandstone?
I mean this does not look like cool fantasy brick wall. It's just
Brick wall.
just brick wall.
Do you see anything? Does Cove
Ooh,
see
yeah,
anything
can
from
I-
the past that's like there was a
That's a good
door
point.
Oh.
here or there?
100%. Yeah. You see elves building the brick wall.
Those
Um,
sons of bitches.
Yeah. You
What do you-
see. Yeah, and this looks like kind of working elves.
Mhm.
Okay.
What
do you
it
got
doesn't
in
look that
your-
thick.
Well, good
Yeah.
enough.
And I think one of the main features you notice is that these elves have really sharp teeth.
Okay. I really wish Finn was awake to bust through this because I'm not gonna be able to.
Alara,
Do we still
do you-
have fins? Oh no, no.
Oh, Alara, please tell me that you have some kind of explosive arrow in that quiver of yours.
Well, I've got I've got a magic crystal shard. I don't know how helpful that's going to be, but I've got some arrows with glimmer in them and glass arrows, but I don't think the glass arrows are really going to do much work on this wall.
Could I use Tinker to perhaps break down these arrows and try to Tinker and Alchemist to try to break down the components of these arrows and create some sort of rigged explosive?
Yeah, I think you can
Is
like
that-
screw the ends off of these glimmer-filled arrows and pack it into a little contained unit and put a fuse in there. But
Okay.
it is dangerous, and also the trauma you took was fear of explosions, I think.
Okay.
Oh
Got it.
no!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that affect? Would that mean I could like
ability to-
construct it and then have to leave?
I think it just stresses you out to do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
How far away from this explosion can we stand without getting into the Grobblers again?
I think you're okay. I think this is Starless, basically.
Oh, it's just a starless issue.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, so I guess I'll take a stress for that. And are we talking a vertical wall or
Yeah.
one that's above us?
I think it's a vertical wall at like the top of the staircase.
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe also like a brick ceiling too. In that bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a Tinker. I have 3 in Tinker, so that's 3, and I take the highest. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And let's see. And then I'm gonna have to give myself a stress.
Yeah. What is Starless like thinking about? How does Starless feel as he's building this explosive device?
I mean, his hands are shaking. His palms are sweaty.
His knees are weak.
His knees are weak. Mom. Anyway,
yeah.
you know the rest. He does actually vomit in his mouth and then swallows it. You know, to just like not appear too like he doesn't want to really undermine people's confidence in him too much. But he is really having like a full blown panic attack right now.
Starless, haven't you done this before?
It's fine. I'm fine.
I'm gonna assist by pepping you up. You've done this a million
So
times.
I'm not actually sure the game tells us how to mediate this. It may, and we just haven't read it. I'm going to say you either have 1 fewer dice or you take 2 stress. That's your choice. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Maybe you're traumatized against.
Or it's a desperate position, maybe because your hands are shaky while you're working with
yeah,
explosives.
desperate position is good.
Yeah.
Those are your 3 options.
I'm gonna take the desperate position.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean I take no stress, or does that mean I take 1 stress?
No stress.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
Also
stress.
means you
Just
take a pip.
It also means I take a pip.
Yeah.
That's true.
and
Yeah, the game loves you doing desperate stuff.
yeah, make sure you marked down XP for performing desperate actions. And Bertie, that means you for resolve. When you slid in on your knees, you get a XP in resolve.
Ooh.
Because I was desperate.
Oh, and this would be specific to the skill I'm using.
Yeah. So insight, since Tinker is an insight skill.
Whilst Silas is doing this, I think we see one of the Grobblers starting to carve a new relief of the greatest theatrical performance of all time. It's just Bertie sliding on oil on his knees.
Yes. Just a child sliding on his knees in supplication to a big scary Grobbler.
Yeah.
While Starless is doing this role, Bertie is like posing for the relief.
I'm not that small.
And it's a 5. Mixed success.
Okay. So it works. Blows up the wall.
Yeah, I think it's really loud.
Yeah. Super loud.
The Growlers are not particularly pleased at it, but they're also scared of like the flash of light. But whatever's on the other side of this wall, it was really loud.
Okay, great.
Super loud.
So,
And what's on the other side of the wall as you all tumble through? It is a really smart looking basement.
Ooh. Bertie smells sandalwood.
Yeah, very much.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of wooden shelving on the walls.
Real wood.
Yeah. What kind of shop basement do you think we're in?
We're
It's not a clothing shop. That's the one thing that is excluded.
Damn it.
Or no, what were the lumber? The fellers. Something about the fellers, probably.
I don't know if the fellers are
What
on the
about-
middle
what
tier.
about,
I don't think the
what
fellers
about
are on
Those
the
are 2 working class.
What about
Yeah.
a wine merchant?
Could be.
Yeah, could be a wine merchant. It's some sort of
Perfume?
like
Perfume shop?
boutique artisanal something or other.
Perfume?
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah,
Could definitely be perfume.
Almond biscottis?
I mean, why not? All of the above.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's a lifestyle shop.
It's a shop that specializes in biscotti, perfume, and
Feller memorabilia.
I was gonna say taxidermy, but
Okay,
yes. Feller memorabilia. I like that.
Like curios?
It needs to have a name.
Definitely curios.
It
I
does-
mean, there's no reason we don't have to choose. All of these things are okay.
Like there's a giant picture of like fellers from hundreds of years ago, all kind of like sat down next to each other. It's like one of those, like a school picture, but fellers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The shop has to have one of those like annoying and names from that doesn't make any sense.
I think it's going to be Waddle and Dorb.
Yeah, so no, you,
Waddle and Orb. I like that.
so the shop has a name.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, but you don't know it yet because
Okay.
you're in the basement.
All right, got
So
it.
this is like the storeroom.
Okay.
Well, should
I
we
glance suspiciously at the.
should we put the
portraits
brick wall
of the
back
fellers.
together, or should we
I
just let
bleed
the
on the
Grobblers-
floor. Sorry.
Great radio is when we all talk at once. Bertie, please.
Shall we try to put the wall back together, or is that
That might be a challenge.
okay? Let's
No.
not do that then.
Yeah, there's bricks everywhere, and I don't think any of you either have mortar or the skill necessary. You also, I think, probably hear some footsteps above because of the noise.
How messy is this room?
Oh, it's not. So apart from the brick bit, it's beautiful.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Are there places to hide?
No, I don't think so. Not really. No. So we've got perfume. We've got
Biscotti.
biscotti, fella memorabilia,
And that is
Me.
all.
taxidermy.
Oh, sure.
Are there shelves?
maybe
There are shelves.
maybe there are a couple like sacks of almond flour or something.
Yeah.
We're very large.
We could dump out the almond flour.
So there are
hide in the
footsteps.
sacks.
Um, They would notice that it's too tidy in here.
We could dump it in the cistern.
But the wall exploded. We could dump out the almond flour and on the other side of the brick wall.
I like it. So we have Finraya is in a papoose, so that's already an almond flour bag, right?
She snores a little.
We each get
Yeah.
our own almond
We
flour
could even
bag.
just hide her in one of these almond bags for the duration of the
Oh,
episode.
that would be so funny.
And come back for her.
Okay.
Leave her some snacks. Leave her some biscotti.
I think whoever comes down is going to look at the exploded wall and not look at the almond flour.
We
bag.
Yeah.
gotta go up before they come down.
No.
Yeah,
they're
that's how we're
they're
gonna
already
do it.
Coming
Oh,
down.
that's true.
Get on top of it.
Or we hide in the sacks
No, no.
and wait for the Grobblers.
I'm gonna keep the
to come
streak
up.
going. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm
You're
going up
bleeding.
there.
You're bleeding.
Wow, you tourniqueted me.
I'm covered
All
in
right.
sweat.
So
Okay.
Cove is hightailing it up the stairs to try and beat whoever this is.
Yeah, nip it in the bud.
Yep. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm in fight or flight and I see a Cove charging, so I just go for it.
Okay.
Yes, fortune favors the bold. Let's go forth.
Laura.
Except for Cove last time and the
And
feel pretty
most of the
favored.
time.
Laura sighs and starts running up behind, looking back to make sure they're like to see if any grobblers are coming through the wall exploded.
Right. So are you trying to go as fast as you can or be sneaky while you do this?
As fast as I can.
Fast.
Okay. I think that's a. What are the skills? We have finesse, we have prowl, we have
Skirmish, we have wreck.
skirmish rack.
Bertie's
Seems
gonna
like
grab
finesse is the one.
Finesse
Trying to be
finesse
fast.
feels right. I think this is a group finesse
group
roll.
finesse. Sweet.
I have 2 pips, so
I also
you
have
have
two
2
pips.
pips.
Yes.
I have 2 pips.
But I don't have the capacity to lead it.
Yeah, someone has to lead.
I actually,
it really sounded like Cove was leading it.
Cove is 100% leading.
I actually,
Yeah.
the
Kinda right.
adrenaline spike though, I pass.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
overtake
I
Cove.
overtake him much to my horror,
Right.
but it's too late.
Okay. Give me this group finesse roll.
So we all roll according to our pips.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, that's
That's a 6 for me.
That's a
I
5.
got a 4.
that's a 4.
Did anyone fail?
No.
Nobody failed. No one take. You don't take any stress, Starless,
Woo!
and you succeed. So you come up into the main showroom of this perfume.
That's my war cry.
There's a very delicate display table that has a single bottle of perfume under a little spotlight in the middle of it.
on it.
Yeah, blood goes flying off of Cove. We zoom in and see a little splash of blood across the glass of the perfume bottle. Starless bumps into it, knocking it over, and in slow motion as we see the perfume bottle fall to the floor and shatter, leaving behind a wonderful smell. In the background, we see the 4 of you burst out onto the street. Give me a fortune roll to see what time of day it is.
3.
Not the worst possible roll, but not good. I think you burst out onto the street. Cove bleeding. Who's carrying Finn?
Me. I'm
Stop.
covered
So
in
we didn't
sweat.
leave her in a
I am
sack.
soaked. Literally not an inch of my clothing is not soaked in sweat right now.
Right. Alara has this big quiver and arrows. Bertie looks fabulous as always, but your cape is torn in half.
It's cropped.
It's
And you burst out onto the street at late evening as a bunch of people are milling about the street. Most of the traffic is going in one direction, but you do not belong here. All of the elves that you see out on this road are festooned in jewelry and just silk robes of as many different colors as you can think of.
Huge hat.
Yes, huge coiffed hair. There's a couple of Johnny Bravo haircuts here and there.
Mama.
And you are variously bleeding, sweaty, and have a cropped cape, which is not in fashion right now. And you're getting a lot
Carrying an
of...
unconscious friend, however, is.
Right.
I now that we are fresh air and everything, I want to call my pigeons and cause a scene. Not on us, but a distraction elsewhere. Like, things are happening other than just us being a spectacle.
I
Distraction
think
of sorts.
I think that's probably limited effect because I don't think pigeons are as interesting as whatever you are doing.
Dirty poor people.
Why I never.
Oh boy, I can't believe we had such a good time doing our little play in the. And I look at the
What's the shop called?
wobbly and something.
know.
or other.
Oh, is it
It's Rumble Tumble Tugboat's Emporium of
perfume.
biscotti, perfume, taxidermy, and
I say the whole
and
thing.
memorabilia?
And
Rumble tumble.
Rumble
folks,
tumble
folks,
tugboats.
We're gonna be here at 2 p.m. tomorrow. I gotta go wash this fake blood off and follow me.
here at Rumble Tumbles. So, who would be the most likely to remember this?
I think Bertie was the one who read the address.
This was a label on one of the packages at the collector's house.
Yes,
This-
that's right.
Rumble Tumble's Tugboats. Rumble Tumble Tugboats Emporium.
Of
As it turns out, biscotti and perfume and whatnot.
taxidermy and memorabilia.
And yeah, feller up memorabilia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
Makes sense that they would have that.
So this is a desperate sway from Cove here. If you don't convince people, you're in
I start
big trouble.
Yeah.
Slapping everybody on the back. Well done, everybody. Well
this help?
done.
Helping or
Is that an assist?
Yeah, sure.
okay?
Yeah. Take a stress. Roll sway with an extra die.
That's a 5.
Woo!
5. You hear one person start to give you a little light golf clap, and then they realize that no one else is entertained by the performance, and they kind of look around, and their clap slowly peters out. You get a lot of strange looks, and it looks like some of these denizens of the middle tier, the old city, are whispering with their bodyguards, who are huge and very scary looking
I
elves.
think Bertie shouts, "Immersive theater!"
Right. So paint the picture a little bit more. You are on the bank of a canal.
Okay.
Right.
Bertie's
So-
always wanted to
so
be on a
you-
canal.
Yeah, what can we see?
Yeah.
What you see is, so you've just come out of this shop, beautiful shop front, along to the left and right, and then across the other side of the canal, more of these lovely shops. Very smart boutique type places. The water is glimmering. There are bridges across that. What did you say, Reed?
The bridges are like impossibly thin, bleached white wood with all of these intricate carvings. Like this is old elvish architecture that you're seeing.
You see boats?
Are we at the big bridge?
No.
Okay.
Boats passing up and down. There are pleasure craft, these gorgeous, they're all long and thin, like barge type. Some of them pleasure craft, some of them like more cargo vessels. You
Do we
see,
have any gondolas?
yeah, I think
Yeah.
there's probably some gondolas for sure. So there's the shops. There are probably 3 or 4 stories above them, like Phoenician or Amsterdam, that kind of vibe. And then above the houses themselves, you can see there are a number of tall buildings that loom above the rest of the city. One of them is the Grand Cathedral of the Gossamer Vale,
The premier cathedral.
the premier cathedral. Yeah. One of them is Tower.
Yeah. I think that's just like a big glass skyscraper. Noticeably different architecture
But it's
from.
very old.
Oh, that's
So I
true.
don't think it'd be glass.
No.
Glimmer Corp is glass.
Right.
I think Tower's old, like stone.
Yeah.
Like a wizard tower,
Right.
but big.
Yeah.
You see the pinnacle up above to one side. So there's the huge silver oak tree with the golden leaves, and then all of the like palaces around it, and then the waterfall coming down from the pinnacle. And then off to the other direction, I think you can probably see steep slopes of terraced vines, grapevines. And that's trellis. So those are, I think, the notable features. And then everyone, well, many of the crowd are hurrying off towards a direction.
Yep.
Seems to be movement.
Which direction is the canal flowing and how quickly?
Away from the direction of the people are coming.
Right.
People are going kind of towards Pinnacle. The canal is flowing towards Lower.
And are there any security forces of any kind in boats that we can perceive?
Most of the wealthiest looking people have what look like private security with them, but you don't see like a,
Police,
no old city police force or anything like that.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
But let's describe these bodyguards a bit more. So we've described the aristos. They are, I think, probably wearing black or dark colors. Very, so not obviously heavily armed, but probably some like really nasty looking swords and such. They just look like very tough people. Some of them are a bit more extravagant than others, perhaps. You actually see one or two carrying bats, like birchball bats.
ooh,
And I think they are accompanying perhaps some of the louder, more colorfully dressed aristocrats. They look big and strong, but I think probably the most dangerous looking ones you see are these very like stone-faced elves who just, they are looking around. You see their eyes moving, nothing else in their face is moving. They're in this black. They just look solid.
Yeah, and it's that group that seems to be paying a bit more attention to you right now.
okay.
I think if we just keep moving, we won't have any trouble. But so what town, what quadrant are we in at this point? The
Upper Sun Pool.
Upper Sun.
We see the trellis. We can see the trellis and the
right,
tower.
okay.
So
Yeah.
we're in Upper Sun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Which
Alright.
is the main mercantile district of the old
Do
city.
we have any idea where the canal, if the canal is flowing, where it would be flowing toward?
It flows towards Trellis.
Okay.
And just below Trellis is the main waterfall that leads to the lower Sun Pool.
Oh,
that's
okay.
enclosed by Glimmer Corp's umbrella engine.
And we would we know that?
Well, I think there are multiple waterfalls coming down off the old city into
Right.
Lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
The biggest one, as
Yes.
describes, is the one that is
All right.
next to what
You
do we
think
call
about
it?
jumping
Like
in?
the
Thinking about
umbrella
it.
engine.
The umbral engine, this obsidian like obelisk.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are multiple waterfalls.
My thought is either jump into the canal or commandeer a vessel.
So you're trying to get out immediately.
Well,
What's in the point?
let's
Get
we can
here?
assess.
We're not gonna go all the way down.
We're not going to go off the waterfall. I'm just thinking we got all these suspicious eyes on us. We're in no condition to fight anyone. And so I think getting out of sight and regrouping is the best thing for us to do right now.
What's like the alley situation?
I don't think there are any. So there's the roads are effectively canals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then they're lined with these houses and shops and stuff on both sides.
That would make sense then to
Yeah.
drop in.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there are like little alleyway canals between them.
Yeah.
But I don't think there is any like
Ground level alleys.
there's no walkway.
Right.
Yeah. So the walkways go on little bridges over those, and then it's just water.
Yeah.
But they are a lot smaller. And there's no one down there.
So my thought is that we should get the smallest vessel that'll accommodate all of us, and just get away, get somewhere where we can hide out and regroup and heal some of these wounds.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a good plan.
All right.
Hope to find a private place once we jump in.
Yeah. The question is, it seems better to get a vessel, at least if we can.
I think this is probably a survey then. See
Yeah.
if you can find like a boat that's tied up.
Yeah.
Anyone in it.
All right. I have
Yeah, because if you like
One
obviously
tip in
steal a
survey.
boat, that would certainly attracts attention.
you have a lot of survey.
I've got one, but I can push myself.
What does Bertie's survey look like?
I think Bertie, by virtue of not being at the table, is distracted by the shops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh, the hats!
So someone grab Bertie and let's jump for let's look around for a boat.
Yeah. Alara's gonna. Oh no! I was looking at steady. I've got 2 survey. And then I'll push myself.
Okay.
To
Do you want another die or greater effect?
greater effect,
Nice.
please.
Ooh, a bigger boat.
Yep.
Or other options.
4.
4.
Mixed success.
Mixed success, great effect.
I think there's a cool looking boat that would definitely fit all of you in, but there is a person in it. And I think they look like a shop assistant.
Yeah.
Me-
They look like they're like writing something down in a book after they've closed up shop.
Will you remind me? Consort is about like building relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So not as much persuasion.
Or
Persuasion would be sway.
maybe flirting,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consort is If you want to flirt, that's consort. Yeah.
Right. That's right. Okay. So that's so my best option if I'm taking this action is to try to seduce them into giving us the boat.
Yeah.
How about what else do we got?
Mine would be to stealthily get us on the boat without this person knowing and just take off with this person.
Okay.
I would hunt them.
So are they in or out of the boat?
They're in the boat.
Yeah, they're in the boat.
And the boat is grounded or it is
So I think this is
landed or
this
it's-
is one of these cargo boats. So it's tied up to the side.
Okay.
I think maybe a delivery has been made.
Yeah.
But they still look like a fancy. It's a fancy girl.
Sitting duck.
fancy girl. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use consort to use Finn like a marionette.
Weekend with Finn. It does have an undeniable magnetism.
Yeah. And would that count as an assist?
I mean,
absent
it's your action.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. All right,
Yeah.
fine.
But it's.
But you're asking if Finn would be assisting.
Yeah,
Oh God.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I guess so.
because I mean that's definitely an advantage to my appearance.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, you get an extra die.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't think Finn takes the stress because she doesn't know what's happening. She's so tired.
Another episode about consent. All right, so
In fairness, I don't think anyone here thinks that Finn.
I think she would have jumped on it before us.
Yeah.
so
Alright.
quickly.
Yeah.
all right, so I'm gonna let's see. Am I approaching from a Am I gonna try to summon this shop?
I think
Shop landing over?
I think that the boat is next to. So the
Where we're standing.
yeah. So this is
There's like
yeah.
a little stairway down to a small dock that they're
Exactly.
tied up to.
I
And
think-
so you're like up on the higher platform looking over a railing.
Oh, okay,
At this
great.
boat.
Yeah, and I think you can hear her own voice going, okay, perfumes, biscotti, memorabilia. Yes, everything's delivered. Time for me to head home.
Let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, I got a 5. I got a 5.
What do you tell us?
So I'm gonna
paint a
lean
picture.
Finn's unconscious body over the edge of the over the rail and be like, "Hey there, shop girl. You got any breaks coming up?"
We're weekend at burning.
Yeah. And using my consort ability in conjunction with Finn's unconscious body to weekend at Finney's.
Yeah, and I think the response here is to the mixed success. Well, I haven't seen you around here. Where are you from, you burly girl?
why don't you come up here and I'll show you.
He'll show you.
Where I'm from. That is, if you'd like to.
I think I know where you're from with that accent. My question is, what are you doing up here? How did you get past the guards and the gates? You're clearly a poor.
I have my parents live up here. I recently moved up to this. I've been doing a study abroad, if you know what I mean.
And you see the working in this young woman's face, and she's like, you know who would hate this? Brad. I tell you what, burly girl. Let's go for a drink somewhere very visible.
That sounds almost nice. How do you feel about places that are seedy and private? Like, and far away.
Oh, you mean like one of the hottest new dive bars here in Old City?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, give me a name for the hippest, shittiest new
just
mixology
called
dive bar.
I think while this is happening, a couple of people who saw you come out of the shop do start to give a little golf clap at the continuation of the community theater performance.
And I think she's like,
How do you know? Are you suggesting?
don't.
Okay, yeah, she's suggesting. Never
yeah.
mind.
She's like, okay, come on down into my boat, burly girl, and we'll head over to Chunk.
Do you mind if my friends come along?
And I think this is the mixed success. No, it's just us. and Brad's jealous eyes.
I'm gonna take Bertie's cloak and cover my body. So
It's cropped.
so that only Finn is sticking out
Right.
from under.
This is very off Broadway. Human puppet theater. Okay, so you're gonna head down.
I'm gonna walk down the stairs,
so this-
flipping Finn's legs up as I go.
So this is a prowl. Yeah, this is your attempting
I have
stealth.
one prowl.
And this, you have to have minus a die for this. Like you. Hiding yourself weekend at Bernie's thing. Finn's unconscious body.
Yeah, it's the.
Can we say that the shop girl is nearsighted?
Well, we will see.
That's a one. That's a one.
Oh, you drop Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She falls into the canal.
Yeah. Flop down the steps, and then into the canal.
Into
Okay.
the canal, and
Eh,
she's
oh,
floating
in
down
the
the canal
water?
face down.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shop girl's like, oh well, I never, and takes off in the boat.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Before she takes off, can I be like, "What did you do to her?" Can I like be like, "You
Stop, this
shop
is the
girl"?
police.
Yeah, so this is going to be a limited effect again because you have a lower tier accent. You're gonna struggle.
Could you run up ahead on the bridge?
I can't do much.
Oh, that's a good point.
Okay, I want. I
Good, still bleeding.
Yeah.
We need to find a safe house, guys.
We're trying.
we
Finn
nearly
is
had a
floating down the canal
Who's
slowly.
gonna say Finn?
Yeah.
Who's gonna say Finn?
I'll say Finn.
Face down.
Lara's gonna say Finn.
I'm gonna go to the shop girl and say
Oh, the shop girl's head.
she's gone.
She's gone.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to just jump in the canal.
I think that there's another way.
Oh.
Tell us.
I think we need to find the nearest hostel.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
Suspicious
no,
guards
there's no
looking at us.
hostels
No,
in the
no,
old
no,
city.
no, no, no. I think we need to find, similar to Chunks, the nearest cosplay poor hostel.
Yeah, but that's still gonna be expensive. Sorry.
I just don't
No,
sure
no,
they'd
no,
have
no,
that
no.
conception because
There's no-
they haven't
no,
been
no,
able to
there's
travel
no
out of the city for
travelers?
generations.
Right.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. I think we should go to where I need to find a place
Where you'll fit
where,
in.
where moneyed, silly people go who love drama and randomness. And we need to become-
Well, so that they, I mean, for their theater and their movies, they go down into the lower tier, right? So
Only?
that's what we, well, That's what we've established.
Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
We also have learned that
Flashback.
there is a place.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. Yes, I love a flashback. All right.
Flashbacking. We're gonna flashback to when we had that big corral of wealthy people from the middle tier who were there to see the
Yeah.
show. We didn't free them,
Yeah, they like a bit of rough.
but you know what? Before we didn't free them.
You did
God.
free them.
You did free them.
We did free them.
Some of them.
You just let all of the lower tier people get arrested.
Yeah.
Okay, so we freed them, and what did we get? We got
Money.
a few business cards. And what are on those business cards? Addresses. And what are those addresses? They said before we let them out, we'll give you our business card.
Business card.
I think you could within there could be like an invitation or a coupon to some kind of like something of the thing you're describing, like a cosplaying lower tier establishment.
Oh no, I'm just saying their address.
I don't think you're gonna get that.
We're not gonna get the address of someone's little
They
shopping.
handed over a sack full of money.
Yeah.
The sack full of money could have been embroidered with someone's
Yeah,
name.
that's
There
a
you
good idea.
go.
Have a name.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
probably not gonna have the address.
Probably not gonna have the ad. It,
It's
probably not.
stolen.
What do you mean? It's like a calling card from George in England.
Maybe the shop's address was in super fine print underneath, but that's a money wallet shop.
Yeah, I think you get like a free money back from your bank, perhaps.
Right.
Yeah.
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 I don't think a bank's
I
gonna
don't
hide
think
us
people. I mean, does anyone have a wallet that has their address on?
out. Okay, but hear me out.
Oh, it's a business card.
If we get to chunks, we're gonna have a bunch of hipsters who are gonna really like be drawn to our authenticity.
We don't know
think
where Chunks
I think
is.
Chunks makes sense.
We don't know where Chunks is.
So here's another thing about the old city. It has those like signs in old font for no, not for tourists, but I guess like it's a commercial district. So I think it says like to the
It's like a mall guide.
yeah, exactly. It's like a mall guide, and I think one of them does say like to Chunks.
To the Chunks district.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining that we're not in Venice. We're actually in the Venetian casino.
Yes.
And that has signs. that say
Except
to
it's
Chunks.
not shit. It is beautiful, but it is also commercialized.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
Venice.
yeah, like
It's like Venice.
Yeah.
It's like Venice overlaid with the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put all of these things together.
Yeah.
But it is, it's commercial. So I think there could be a sign to Chunks
Okay.
that really betrays the fact that Chunks is not in any way authentic.
Oh, Alara pulls Finn out of the water very difficultly.
I mean, how do you do that?
Yeah. She's kind of floating away.
Well, because I dove in
Okay.
and was
Mhm.
going
So you
after
grabbed
her.
her.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
grabbed her.
Yeah. How do you feel about this? Holding
Yeah, so
Finn in your arms.
because,
friend.
well,
Is she breathing?
I don't want her to die,
Uh-huh.
but I also don't love her right now. So she's not like gentle. Like, okay, like she's not like gentle or caring with this. It's more practical. So it's like, oh, it's easier to grab her by like one arm and not worry about like if it's gonna yank her shoulder.
Oh my gosh, Finn.
Oops, did I accidentally lob you across on the ground over the side?
Natane,
Oops.
your character's been brutalized in the off week.
Can you?
It's like, what is the unconscious equivalent of corpse desecration?
Oh god, do you want to actually know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So there was like an art project thing that also I think got turned into a movie where a woman was like, I'm gonna take a sleeping pill and then
Oh God.
like let people into the room to do whatever they want.
Oh, I know which person you're talking
Yeah,
about.
super terrifying.
Yeah.
Really gross. So I think that's what
Art?
I feel like.
Yeah.
That's not
It's
art.
that's the performance artist who
Yeah.
did like the thing where
With the table.
her and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
partner stood in a doorway naked and everyone had to push through them.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Oh.
what poor old Finn is
Oh.
experiencing. But you yanked Finn's arm. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Got her.
You hear a little pop.
Yeah.
Oh god. There's nothing Alara can do that's gonna help.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say
true.
she's. I'm not worried, but I'm also not
a
being
brick shit
gentle.
house.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you pull Finn over to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys are making your way dripping to Chunks.
Yeah.
Dripping, bleeding,
Yeah.
cropped cape, sweaty, unconscious.
Right. So I think this is going to be a fortune roll, basically. whether you are able to do that without meeting someone who is gonna fuck with you. Because like you're clearly out of place.
Yeah.
What's
What is
that?
it?
Two.
What is it?
It's a 2.
Uh-huh. I think
No.
the sign 2 chunks is against the tide of people.
Yeah.
And so many people are passing you. And who do they run into, Tom?
Okay, so what you run into is there is an older elf with a white beard who's dressed in it's a suit that is like cheetah print. But like probably real. Yeah.
What even is a cheetah?
Yeah, and surrounded by, I think he has 4 bodyguards, more than anyone else you've come across so far.
Are these bodyguards also elves?
Yes.
Do they have sharp teeth?
No. But they're big. So 2 of these bodyguards look kind of barbarian sized, basically, really strong. One of them has like a huge ass warhammer. And then the other 2 are smaller and more darkly dressed. Very threatening, the whole bunch of them. And I think this person and their entourage,
This elf?
kind of blocks the way in front of you and is like surveying you, and says, You look out of place. You shouldn't be here.
Look, just because you're too old to understand fashion doesn't mean we're out of place. My dad works at the Trellis.
The trellis.
He's a very high-ranking member of their corporation. And I don't think he would appreciate you talking to me like this, little guy.
One of the big ones in the back is like, boss, you want the usual?
And he's like, no, wait a minute, Chungus.
Chungus blocking the way to Chunks?
Yeah.
He's like, this is the funniest thing I've seen all day. Give me one reason why my friends here shouldn't chop you into little pieces and send you back where you came from.
You know what? I'm sure that my friends will give you several reasons.
Can I like utilize my attune and kind of like, I don't know how
do you
far.
still have it?
Yeah.
100p, yeah.
I don't know how far attune can stretch, but can I like,
You can get a really good sense of who this person is.
sure, and like maybe like a weird
and who he
insecurity
fears.
or like a fear or a dark secret or something.
Yeah. Give me a roll and I'll tell you.
All right.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
That's a 5.
Oh.
Okay. You see this person much, much younger fighting in an arena. Like not huge, not super strong, but fast and skilled, and you see them just taking apart like gladiatorial opponents. And then you see them getting older, and you see them like running like a stable of their own gladiators, basically, here in the old city. And you see this arena with lights and pounding music and just all of the great and good watching. And you see this person in their box, and you see them like ushering forth their fighters into the ring. And you recognize some of them, looking younger than they are today and less scarred of the people standing next to them. And you see this person watching these, and you see them over the last few years getting bored. That's what you know about them.
Huh. Okay. Shoot, mister. My dad has an autographed picture of you hanging in our house. It's really cool. It's cool to see you out here in real life.
Right, and what's this person's like fighting name?
Oh,
I think you know it.
Something about a cheetah.
I don't think your dad would, though. So this is something in the old city that lower tier people have no access to.
right. Okay.
But you can guess it from what you've seen.
Okay. His name is the.
Well, and that's how you prove your authenticity, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
The living needler.
The
Um,
Mangler.
Chip the Fang Johnson.
Chip the
That's good.
Chip the Fang Johnson.
Very good.
Wow.
Yeah, and you see like a little kind of, his face just moves because there's no way anyone from the low tier should know that.
Right.
And at the same time, there's so much nostalgia in his face, and like you see his hand kind of go to his side where his sword would have been. He's not carrying one, and he's like, "That's a very long time ago, but your father really?
Talked about you every night at the dinner table, my
What
friend.
did he say?"
He said when you took down Mastermind, it was a sight to behold.
Oh, that pedantic shit. I enjoyed feeding him to the rhinoceroses. Hey, you've made an old man flattered. You're all right. Now, I'm not going to cause a scene, but what is your game? What are you? Why are you dressed like this?
We're in a band. we play, you know, I don't know if you've ever gotten a hold of any of those melodious wax birds that have the old timey lower pool music.
Oh, very hipster.
Yeah, well, you know, we thought we're kind of we're a revival style band. We're building on it a little bit, putting our own twist on it, but you know, going back to our roots,
Apparently we do.
their roots.
Apparently we do a good job of looking like them.
Oh, spectacular.
But he knows, right?
I
think he's convinced.
yeah, he's kind of halfway in between because like, yeah, Cove's really convinced him. So he looks at you and he looks at Finn, right? In the
Finn's
kind of being dragged along.
Yeah.
And then
It's like-
also Cove actively bleeding.
Yeah. It's like, do you fight?
Well, yeah. Not officially. Nothing like you.
Rather recently.
It's, you know, sometimes the shows get a little crazy.
Look, it's all become so goddamn boring these days. The champions, the contenders, they're all the fucking same. We need something different. If you really want to make a name for yourselves, you know, if the music doesn't, and he air quotes here, work out, come fight for me. And he gives you a business card.
A
and
real
it-
life business card.
Yeah, but it's on jerky.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's like laser inscribed on a big slab of jerky.
Oh my god.
And he just tosses it up to you. It's like, come see me. Now, onwards, Chungus.
You got it.
Do we want to ask him if we can go to a medic of some sorts? You might know.
I'm conscious now.
He's already gone.
Okay.
Yeah, they push past, and he slaps you on the back coat, and he's like, an old man, very happy. And they're gone.
Wow.
Chip, the Fang Johnson, and Entourage. And I think you make it to Chunks. You kind of stagger through the door, unmolested by the bouncer, because I think you look weird enough that you're welcome at this establishment. What does Chunk look like?
Have you been to Yam Hill Pub?
Yeah.
No.
All right, for our
Yes.
non-Portland audience.
All right, so
It's a bar where when I worked downtown in 2005, they were known for their stabbings.
Oh wow, this is
So this is definitely not as hardcore as that.
Okay.
Think that, but in PDX.
It's like a simulacra of.
Yeah.
It's a simulacra.
It's the
of
airport
that.
version.
Yes, the Disneyland version.
it's dirty, but it's like they made it dirty.
Right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
dirt is like blasted on, like airbrushed.
first
Yeah.
picture on the Yamhill Pub
Oh,
Yelp
nice.
page.
Yeah. So there are like peanut shells on the floor, but no peanuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Because
graffiti.
people have allergies.
The graffiti is all custom made. And
But
so
they've got-
in
they've got
order
our
to not
students.
be, yeah, and not none of it is offensive or revolutionary.
It's like
at all.
believe.
Yeah, it's
And all
with
of
a
them,
skull.
Yeah.
all of them have little plaques underneath them with prices, and they'll just cut
Yeah.
the stone out of the wall.
Yeah, and like local shop brands as well.
Yep, exactly.
So there's a kind of, I think, plausibly lower tier passing bar woman behind the bar with like spiky hair.
Yeah, and a terrible lower pool accent
Yeah,
put on.
yeah, like yeah, absolutely. Temporary tattoos.
Wow.
She's like, hello, my lovelies.
That's not
What'll you be drinking here at the dirty, rotten end of the city?
Wow, you look really convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get those tattoos?
Oh, I've been around the houses. Life's knocked me around here and there. You know how it is, trauma.
Yeah, trauma. Totally.
A bad family.
Yeah, where's your family from?
The lower Sunpool district.
as she looks down at a script.
Yeah. Slum
Oh.
number 3.
Interesting. Never heard of that one, but
No, you wouldn't. You didn't grow up around my ends. You
that's
posh,
true.
posh kids.
that's true.
Oh
That's
my
true.
gosh, that one's bleeding. Oh my. Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, this is fake.
Oh, that's bloody hardcore, that. What can I get you?
We're on a theme night. Everyone's in costume for Harry's birthday.
Well, welcome to Chunks.
Is there anywhere here that's like where we could have a little privacy?
Oh, one of the booths.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
sit
take
down,
a booth.
Sit down in the booth, and I'll bring you some. What did they think that lower tier people drink?
Cucumber water.
All right, one picture of dirty cucumber water, no glimmer. Yeah, and yeah, she brings down and sloshes it on the table.
You guys, what's a boof?
And yeah, it's the seating is really comfortable.
There's a fake rip in the seat.
Yeah, exactly. It's like made with a razor. And yeah, you're and she's like, that'll be like a just awful amount of coin. Like,
How much coin do we have right now?
no! So it's not a full coin, but it is going to be like all your
Pocket change.
pocket change. Yeah,
Okay.
For this, just for the pitcher of cucumber water.
Yeah, 'cause we don't have
it's
any.
like shocking.
we don't have
cucumber
any.
water alcoholic. Like when you say dirty cucumber water.
No,
does it have
no.
alcohol in it?
No, it's just filth.
Yeah.
But it's not really.
It's just
Yeah.
It's still the cleanest drink you've ever had.
It's just
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have the booth.
All right.
And there are people at other tables. I think this place is pretty popular. But they're all posters, of course.
I look at the drink hesitantly, sniff it, sip it, and I have a pleasant smile across my face.
Oh, you like it?
It's delicious.
Really good.
I mean, yeah, it's refreshing,
Yeah.
but it's not booze.
Yeah. Well, this might be a good time to note that Starless has decided to sober up.
Alara starts laughing.
Good job, old chap.
Why? Thanks for the support, Alara.
Yeah, I mean, I'll believe it when I see it.
No, I'm telling you. While I was unconscious, I had this vision. Have you guys ever heard of the Clockwork Scribes?
Oh.
No.
You know that one guy on the downtown message board. He goes by Pool Boy 69.
Yeah.
Are you drunk right now?
No, listen. He came to me while I was unconscious.
Pool Boy 69.
Pool Boy 69. His real name. McKill Lindless. He told me all kinds of crazy shit. And one of the things is that I've been neglecting my body because I've been relying too much on my mind. And my body is a temple. And I got to take care of that thing. I got to keep it pure. I got to start doing push-ups. I got to stop masturbating.
You gotta keep your room tidy.
Yeah, I got to keep my room tidy. I got to make my bed. Anyway, also the Lord Seven are secretly automatons that have stolen the souls of elves, but I'll tell you about that later.
And so you're just gonna be drinking the water now?
Have you tried this stuff? This is the purest water I've ever tasted in my life.
It's really good.
Can't you just feel your chakras opening?
Are you gonna do spark?
No.
Well, all right.
Okay.
I'm clean now. I'm going straight.
So I think you can downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your downtime.
Whoa. Downtime in the booth.
Yeah,
Yep.
downtime in a booth.
Yep.
You don't have the facilities that you have back in the dojo.
Right.
But other than that,
Alara does a line of spark.
That stuff will give you cancer.
wait. It's not cancer. What's in world?
Root rot.
Ooh, root rot.
Yeah.
That stuff will give you root rot.
Nice. So what do you guys want to do for your downtime? Here in the booth.
Oh, heal and heal and heal.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely want to work on it. We're gonna want to do something about that. We're gonna want to do something about that puncture wound there, Cove.
Yep.
Man spreading mice at the table.
So
Indulging your vice, doing a line of spark at the table.
yeah, that's Alara on her first action.
And definitely people will see this in the other booths. They're like, so cool.
Alara does like a wink at them.
Renegade.
So
My new vice is supplements.
Just as expensive.
Yeah. If not more. Yeah.
okay, so 2. Because it's vertically down. If I've got 2 under resolved, and that's the one I roll.
Yep.
4.
Clear 4 stress.
Can I set the eraser, please?
Sweet.
The eraser. Thank you.
A waiter comes by and plops down a bowl of broth with stuff floating in it. Says, "Don't ask what the chunks are," and walks off.
That's their motto.
That is it's under the sign.
Yeah.
Don't ask what the chunks are. Okay, this is reminding me of something. Never mind.
I mean,
Tell
this
you later.
it's Starfield is what it is.
Starfield.
Yeah, Starfield is a restaurant called Chunks, and I think
Oh,
I think don't ask what the chunks are. Might be the
That's insane.
That's so funny.
This is a
never played
game
it.
I have not played.
That is really funny.
For our listeners, just so you know.
That's not what it was reminding me of.
So what was it reminding you of?
A line of Gary Busey endorsed products that my friends and I came up with while we were backpacking. One of which was Gary Busey's tummy gummies. It's full of the stuff I eat. There was also Gary Busey Juicy.
I drink that.
Which is like, it's got chunks.
My gosh, putting your mind on a hike of 20 miles of like lacking the normal stimulants. It's so dangerous.
It truly is. Oh, okay.
Right, who's next?
Yeah, I feel a lot better after doing that, Starless. Just saying. Look at, I'm not even bleeding.
Cove, are you healing?
Yeah, Starless, your newly sober hands look like they might be able to patch me up better than they used to.
Oh yeah,
Silver
we're gonna do a little. And if you don't mind, we're also I'm gonna involve a little Reiki.
Okay. You're gonna involve a rake?
Yeah, it's where I rake my fingernails over your skin.
Okay, so Cove, how bad do you look?
I'm like turning pale.
His lips are
my lips are purple. Yeah, blue.
You
My-
bled a lot.
Yeah, it's like all down my pants.
Yeah. So where exactly was the like spear?
I was thinking like side of my torso,
Mhm.
kind of on like not any vital organs, but just really like
Right.
into the side of me.
The classic Christ spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little water came out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and then there's all the internal bleeding as well. So you're like coughing up blood and it's
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so we can do
Ooh,
Starless.
yeah, so I think to resolve the internal bleeding, I'm gonna give him. Let's see. I think I would need a supplement.
Just feed him a tub of Vaseline
yeah.
to coat the cuts.
Let's see. What am I gonna do for the internal bleeding? There is a supplement that I did pick up from. No, that's not plausible.
So you don't have supplements yet because
don't
you
have
just had
supplements
this
yet.
dream.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I don't have that yet. I think I'm going to first stitch up the wound using a thread that I pull off of the tablecloth.
Yeah.
And
Which is
a
it's
tine-
really clean and high quality.
Yeah, of course. This is surgical grade in
Yeah.
the lower pool.
Yeah.
And a tine that I break off of one of the forks. So I'm gonna first close the wound, and then we're gonna try to find some supplements for that internal bleeding.
Go ahead and roll Tinker.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 3 in Tinker plus Physiker, which gives me 1 extra die.
Cool.
So that is a 6.
Nice. Sweet.
3 pieces of the healing clock.
Okay.
And you hear just this clap from the other tables. They're like, "This is wonderful." And I think Cove's probably on the table, right? As you're offering.
Oh, it's fake. It's fake.
I'm trying to think of a way we can trick one of these these like hipsters into giving him a blood transfusion.
Miss Way.
Do we know?
I have 1 sway.
Do we know how to figure out someone's blood type in a bar?
I think it tastes
Do
good.
elves
I
have
think-
different blood types?
I
Probably
think
not.
Cove can
Yeah.
see like an aura around all the other elves, and each blood type is a different color.
I will roll a tune for that.
So, I also think that given that is the case, you can probably see that the aura of these elves is a bit brighter than everyone at your table.
Aw.
Interesting.
Yeah, there is something a bit different.
Huh.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
almost. Oh, okay.
It's not just a social thing. Like they do seem to be physically slightly different.
Huh.
Because Alara did spark, does she look different?
The edges are like really sharp, little
Jittering.
jittering,
Yeah.
like static almost.
Give me an attune roll
Okay.
to see if you others can kind of fathom.
5.
Yeah, like they look as if they would live somewhat longer than you.
So
Yeah,
maybe
there's
we
just like
should get
more
some of that.
vitality there.
More vitality, and yeah, they seem kind of as if they'd probably heal a bit quicker and like be a bit stronger. Like it's not massive difference with these people here,
So it sounds like a blood transfusion would be a very good
but it's
idea.
notable. Yeah, probably if you get some blood out of one of them, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, so you see someone with a yellow aura matching your own pretty faint yellow aura right now over in the corner.
Yeah, they're an Aquarius.
I kind of like nod to Starless and point to who it is.
Does anybody have any more sway than I do? I only have 1 pip.
I only have
I've got 2 pips.
No.
Yeah, this feels like a Bertie job.
Seems like a birdie job.
Madam, may I have your blood for a project? That wasn't Bertie, that was me, Thomas, GM.
Yeah, nice fake accent, Thomas.
It is weird when I do a British voice. I do not my British voice. Yeah.
He's actually from Poughkeepsie.
Wait, where's Poughkeepsie?
Poughkeepsie.
Where's Poughkeepsie?
That is
New York.
New York,
Uh-huh,
yeah.
All
I don't know
right.
why I know that.
Same.
All right. So, what's Bertie going to do to get this sweet blood?
Oh God. Bertie's going to ask the barmaid if there is a lower tier nurse's costume in the back.
Oh, of course we've got that. Yeah, we've got loads of costumes like that for a bit of a laugh.
Oh, that'd be great. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a
Not
sexy nurse?
sure it's your size though. You're a bit short and plump. Like, not being funny.
But maybe I could at least grab the hat.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, you and your friends have been the best thing that's ever happened to Chugs.
Yeah. So Bertie goes in the back, washes his hands.
Oh my god, like the bathroom is pristine. The
Yeah.
store closet is incredible.
There's
like,
a Toto
everything-
toilet.
Yeah, there is a Toto toilet. It's got so many buttons, you don't even know what they do.
Oh, yeah. Bertie's gonna be there for a while.
Yeah.
The lid opens as you walk in.
I
Yeah.
know it. It says, "Hello, Bertie. Hello, Bertie." Oh. Toto, hello.
I'm your new friend Toto.
Don't mind if I spend a bit of time here? Very nice. Yeah, Bertie comes out like an hour later.
Right, with a nurse's hat.
Nurse's hat smells fantastic.
Oh my god, so fantastic.
Um,
You know what they had all of the like moisturizing creams in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. And some of the cologne from that old shop I went to.
So, yeah, definitely. Boy smells.
Ah, boy smells sandalwood. It's delightful. Yeah, so Bertie watched that out, and he's in a nurse's outfit, and
You're glowing. Your skin is so moisturized.
yeah, glowing. But I still have my lower tier garb on,
Yeah.
and I go up to the lady with the yellow orb, who looks like, what does yellow aura lady look like?
Charlie XCS.
Oh, goes over, and Bertie does his best, like. I think he's gonna pretend code switch between like upper tier and lower tier accents.
Okay.
To really throw her off.
Let's hear this.
He goes, hello, madam.
Okay.
And then he says, I mean, hello, madam. We're in a bit of a weird spot, you see. We got in a
A pickle.
bit of a pickle. My mate's over there. We got in a bit of a back alley brawl with the chungus.
I just raise my hand and go, in it.
You wanna participate in our little procedure and little scheme? Little scheme.
Nickel.
If you and then
All right, read
wait
that.
for
I
a
wouldn't
response.
use it this way.
I wait for a response.
I would love to. I love little schemes.
Wow.
In exchange for a bottle of your blood, for my little mate over there, we'll give you a bottle
of my blood.
bottle.
Bottle. Right.
We'll give you a bottle of cucumber water.
Right, so this is a sway. And it's a bad deal. Because this person could buy cucumber, no problem.
Maybe a little spark. Maybe a little spark. to sweeten the deal?
Yeah. My mate, see, we got a little bit of spark. We can throw that in with
Okay,
the
that's
cucumber
a better
water. With the cucumber water.
And without all that blood, it'll go a long way.
That's Billy Butcher.
I love Spock. Yeah. This person's really struggling. Go ahead, give us that
They've
sway.
never struggled before in their life.
Certainly not. Give us that sway.
And for a moment, it kind of looks like Worstable.
What have we got? Beef and sway.
Do we have any swag advantage?
When you use a disguise and throw it off,
I mean, I think
I don't need an initiative.
Ilara doing the spark in front of the whole establishment probably.
And I
is an
did
assist.
wink.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's
To
an
the
assist.
mask.
You
Yeah.
Not a d6 for that.
Yeah.
Yay! One more d6.
Yeah.
Just a little
Because
bottle
I
of
would say
blood.
Ilara is really a walking advertisement for drugs. Yeah.
Woo! That is a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Nice.
Woo!
Sweet.
Beautiful.
All right, let's
then-
get this high going.
As we say in the lower pool.
As is the lingo.
Yeah, and just to be clear, this woman is so attractive, and yet with this voice, you just feel any appeal. Just epic.
Perfect.
Bertie
teeth.
winks at her. Winks at her and like puts on a blue glove and like slaps it against
Oh my god, it's the Blink 182 cover.
yes, and says, "This way, madam,
To where?
to our table, our booth, our booth."
Bringing Charlie over.
Yeah.
What is a booth?
Yeah, and then
Yeah, she come slides in.
and I
Yeah,
assume
Like thigh highs. So hot. Oh my god, this voice.
Yeah.
Cognitive dissonance all the way.
I'm like, so and then Bertie switches back and he's like, "Yes, just be a moment. Is this the first time you've done an IV transfusion?"
That's right. So is this gonna hurt?
No, not at all, madam, not at all. Not at all. Just a little. Just a little.
Not at all. Just a little.
Yeah, and then Bertie kind of like mimes like he's doing the IV, but really he's gonna get Starless, who's
Right.
I assume is the more medically
Yeah.
Yeah.
licensed of us.
Right. So, just to kind of zoom out from the scene, we're in airport bar version of what was it again?
Yam Hill Pub.
Yamhill Pub. We've got Cove on the table, bleeding. We've got some like super hot, weird voice talking middle tier / old city resident who is being blood transfused into Cove.
Yeah.
While everyone in this place is watching.
Yeah, I
Every
think we
single
have,
person's got
I think we've got a boombox at this point.
Oh, what are you playing on the boombox?
I think it's just the Brad album.
Okay.
I think, or maybe it's just like.
So Charlie XCX exists in this universe. It's actually in this universe. It's the Brat album.
The broth.
Okay. Okay, so
It's
this
just like cheesy.
So she's convinced. Now it's down to you, Stars, to make this medically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so I get 4 dice.
I think probably the friends from her table are over there too. Like they're loving it. I think they're kind of cozying up to Ilara, trying to get some free drugs.
Oh yeah.
Lara's loving it.
Whoa!
What is it?
Damn, that is
Triple six.
Triple six.
Yeah.
It's 3 6s and a 5.
Does that mean he hits a good vein? Is
I-
that
I think he siphons every ounce of her blood.
Yeah. Exactly. completely exsanguinated.
Wait, that means I killed her?
This,
No, we can't kill her. She's too hot.
so the blood is dripping out. You lay out the little line of spark for her, and she absolutely rails it, and then her blood pressure spikes so much that
Wait, she's doing spark while she's giving the transfusion?
yeah.
yes, that was part of the deal.
Everyone's doing spark. This seems like a Elara's giving it out to the whole crowd.
Elara's making a lot of new friends.
Yeah.
That's what she's she's
lot
having a great
A lot of
time.
people with their arms around Alara, just really cozying up.
Yeah.
This is the greatest night of Chunk's history.
And as Charlie XCX's blood pressure spikes, she goes completely pale, and there is you brought over like a big urn or something to store the blood in, completely full.
Oh gosh.
And it all goes into coke. Do I like inflate? I mean, I think you're fully healed with 666.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
That is amazing.
Like, fully.
Is she still alive?
Amazing.
No, this person is fully dead on the table.
Oh my gosh. Wait.
But it's a success, so there can't be any negative consequences.
Nobody
Exactly.
notices because everybody's partying too
It's
hard.
an authentic
Or-
lower sun pool
or-
experience, baby.
Yes, and you said that they had really strong auras, and it seemed like they could live for a really long time.
Yes,
and
so that's
heal
what-
really quickly.
I think she's definitely passed out. Maybe not fully dead.
I mean,
we don't know.
yeah.
We don't know.
I imagine we're gonna leave this bar before we find out this person's fate.
Yeah. But Cove, oh my god.
Yeah,
You feel amazing.
yeah.
Real good physically, real bad
You feel
mentally.
like you feel like Peter Thiel.
Just fully erect.
You got
There's no helping it.
you're the living needler.
The excess blood needed somewhere to go.
You're priapated. Priapic? Yeah, so you feel amazing.
Yeah.
Laura, you feel amazing because you're making so many friends. Finn's passed out, and you keep looking over to her like, they love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having an amazing time. Everyone's partying hard.
Yeah.
Chunks.
And I think
Chunks is so cool.
With that, I think any other downtime action you do, you can add a d6 to it. Because
yeah,
you've got this place
as
hopping.
as long as it occurs within chunks.
Yeah. Chunks is the safest place.
Did we just get like a membership card from Chunks? Did they just walk over?
Oh, Hundo P.
and
They're
get,
naming
like,
this
a-
table after you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
This booth.
A booth.
You got your own booth.
Our booth. Oh, boy.
I think Bertie's on the table dancing with the nurse's
yes,
hat.
I was about to say. You guys ever seen the movie Promising Young Woman?
Oh, so
Very much.
I'm just imagining Bertie as the sexy nurse, but he's
It's not going to go bad like that, though, right?
yeah, not gonna go bad like that. But there is a vat of blood, and there is a woman who's passed out. So I don't know.
I mean, it's not great. Yeah. I think you get a free basket of wings.
Yeah. People start buying you food and drinks for
And
sure.
You know what? It's actual chicken.
It is.
It's not.
You've
meat
never
substitute.
had this before. It's absolutely incredible. It's
Yeah.
the best thing you've ever tasted.
I'm no
Yeah.
longer vegetarian.
It is, I would say, mild.
Yeah.
I think it's not as spicy as
No,
you used
certainly
to.
not.
But the meat's incredible.
Yeah.
But it's called like volcano wings.
Yes.
I think Starless is,
go on the wall if you
is
eat 'em.
making out
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
someone for
Yeah.
the first time.
For the first time ever.
Who is it? What do they look like?
Sorry. Let me pull back, have a cough.
Before you make out.
Yeah.
It is polite.
Yeah, so Starless is making out with this like really like very it's a very like put together goth look, but it's like way too clean. It's like the person he's making out with is one of those people that has like a Skinny Puppy or 9 Inch Nails or like Cradle of Filth shirt, but has never heard the band
Okay.
or any band like it.
Okay.
They just think it's very cool. And they have, black lipstick. They're kind of live, androgynous.
Okay.
And they are intoxicated by the smell of Starless's flop sweat and musk, yeah.
Wait, is Starless
And
making
maybe-
out with the fake version of himself?
No, this person is much cleaner, but yeah, kind of a kid.
Someone who's cosplaying stuff.
Yeah, someone who's
that's what I
cosplaying
mean.
Starless. Exactly. Yeah, that's
So
a good
it's a
version.
super narcissistic act.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We
Not even Starless is not even sure of the gender.
we
Doesn't matter.
We cut into the submarine, and Starless fangirl just looks off into the distance and glares.
Who's that bitch? Yeah, back to Chunks. So yeah, Starless making out with
Chunks,
androgynous fake
Chunks,
Starless.
Could we say that I am training in consort with all of this
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
friendship and
yeah,
everything
so
that's going
much.
around with you?
This is
Friendship and
the
everything.
most popular you've ever been.
Yeah. I think
Oh my
we
gosh,
might
if
count
only
Chunks
Finraya
as
was
having
awake.
resolve training because
Result training? Or?
it's you train resolve, not specifically consort. You train the whole category.
right, yeah.
So
Consorts and Resolve?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
yeah,
It is.
yeah. I think
I know the rules. That's a weird category for it. I guess so.
Because, yeah, it's attune, command, consort.
Is it like
sway.
being hot?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's,
Okay.
It's,
Am I
it's
doing
being
it?
it's being hot and sensing feelings.
Okay, cool.
So I'm
God.
gonna train.
Resolve really is the best category.
It is.
It's
Yes.
everything we've all wanted.
Yeah, and I think you can take 2 because we have resolve training, and this is the prime environment in which to train it.
Yeah.
Wait, we
Elias
have resolve
thriving.
training?
This really is everything you've ever wished for.
Yeah.
I thought that was in our chest of whatever.
You have it in the dojo, but this is an environment equally suited to being good at the training.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is extra special.
I see.
Yeah. And like I think specifically like all the stuff that you used to do in the Tangle that people would be like, it's so lame. Like everyone here's just eating it up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's really interested in everything Alara has to say.
And like they love the drones. Like they've never seen it. It's so cool. This is exactly what they came to this bar for. This bar never delivers until tonight.
Yep.
Where's Finraya's body? Well, this is
She's passed out in the
She's
booth.
slumped.
Okay,
In the booth.
The booth.
In the
okay.
booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not getting attention, is she, Finraya?
Well, I might have done a line on her.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think you could
That's what guns are for.
you do see like as kind of a head lolls a little bit, you see like a bit of green glow underneath her eyelids. Yeah, Fuffins is with you.
Fuffins.
Yeah.
This is very Fuffins
Yeah.
environment.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Fuffins is not going to control Finraya's body at this point.
Not yet, but you know, nice foreshadowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who else?
that's Alara's downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need some Doom time options. Doom time. I'm pretty stressed.
Well, you should indulge your vice then.
So how does that extra pip or extra dice work when indulging vices?
You'll just roll 1 additional dice, so you possibly roll higher. You have another chance to roll higher.
And is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you don't want to overindulge.
That's what I
That'd
mean.
be like-
Is like
So I guess you can choose to not take it if you don't.
but how many stress do you have?
almost all the stress.
I don't think so.
So
Yeah.
you'd be the highest.
Unless you leave chunks.
Yeah,
I
unless
have
you leave chunks.
seven.
Okay, then you can't
This is
overindulge
stress.
because the most you can get is 6.
You take the
Oh, well,
highest.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you indulging your vice here in chunks?
What is your current vice?
I believe fancy things, buying fancy things.
So far it's hats, shopping, fancy things.
I mean, you could
Maybe
go
you
back.
should try to acquire us some outfits for us to move around in.
In chunks, I don't think that those will help us in our venture.
Yeah. So
What I could do is go to the guest lockers.
Yes.
I could
Yeah,
steal.
there's
There's
changing
changing
rooms.
rooms where people change into the costumes and out of their street clothes.
Yeah, you could get fancy clothes from her.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. Bertie's gonna go and try to steal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 costumes.
Yeah, a real fancy papoose.
There is just a baby over in the corner, crying, being ignored.
Chunks isn't a great.
But there is a papoose
These
in the lockers.
These are terrible people.
And they're your best friends.
They are our best friends. Leaving the baby for the drugs.
You kind of remind me of my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bertie's gonna go to because like they do have locks on them, but they're like
Oh my god, yeah, for you guys,
they're easy peasy
baby locks.
children's toys.
Yeah.
Bertie goes over and fidgets on the locker and boom, just breaks it off.
Yeah.
I think he just breaks it off his little baby hands.
Well, why don't you roll for the
Yeah.
stress and then we'll figure out how successful
Okay,
you
cool.
are. How many outfits you're able to score?
So how does this work? How do I still don't know how to de-stress.
You roll 3 because each of your categories has 3 skills in which there is at least 1 pit.
Okay, so I could get overstressed,
No,
right?
you take the highest.
Yeah, you don't add them together, you just take the highest. So
Oh,
you're rolling
perfect.
4 and taking the highest because this is happening within chunks.
The highest you get.
You are the sweet Clint McElroy of this podcast.
Yeah.
100 episodes in.
I think that's important for people who join part way.
Yeah,
Very
exactly,
important.
exactly.
That's
explaining
why
it for them.
we're doing it.
Fellow listener.
For some people, this is the
Yay,
first episode
I got a
they hear.
6.
Can you imagine?
I got a 6.
No.
All right, you clear 6 stress.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
And that says to me you get outfits for everybody.
Outfits for all.
Outfits.
Okay, everyone gets to choose their outfit.
I wish Alara could have her horse head again.
That's not going to help you pass in the
I
old city.
know.
You can have a horse
Wait, if I
brooch.
get 6, I clear all the stress?
You clear 6.
I think that's a great
You could be like a
idea.
fancy
So I'll
horse girl.
eternally have one stress.
Fancy
that I
horse
have.
girl.
You could indulge your vice
Right,
again.
it's like
and figure that out.
jumpers
Risk
and
it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ilara's fancy horse girl.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a bandana that I wear around my mouth, and then a studded leather jacket.
Okay, like a new romantic, like kind of vibe. Yeah. And maybe some eye makeup.
Yeah.
Starless finds some like parachute pants and a sort of blousy open button down that tucks into the parachute pants. Some very nice leather sneakers, white leather sneakers, and an absolutely audacious necklace. It's chunky. It's gold and silver. It's got like it's inlaid with like a glowing azure stone. Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, and one little earring, just a little gold hoop.
But your ear wasn't
yeah.
pierced before, so you gotta do
You know
it.
which one.
I love it. Does anyone have a hat?
Yeah, what's Bertie's outfit?
Yeah, Bertie has a hat. Bertie is dressed like Puss in Boots.
Wait. Antonio Banderas Puss in Boots?
Sure.
So
but he has
just boots and a hat.
no.
As is the fashion in the old city.
He's got clothing on, but like he's got really tall boots. He's got a ridiculous sombrero situation.
Okay.
I don't know why I said sombrero.
Speedy
I'm picturing-
Gonzalez?
No,
I'm picturing a sombrero that has like little
I'm
tassels.
picturing like Antonio Banderas playing Puss in Boots, but
Okay.
is a person. It's just that I'm small and pudgy like the Puss in Boots.
Right.
And
Short
Antonio
and blonde.
Banderas.
Yeah. But yeah, and like and cute. Yeah, just cute
Okay, so
cute little British
kid.
kid.
Hat. Like, what does the rest of the outfit look like?
The rest of the outfit is skin tight, like a fencer's costume, with a dashing cape, and so yeah, I'm going to say the rest of the outfit is white.
White.
And Bertie can see across the bar the gentleman who took the outfit off,
Nice.
and it's like, wow, it's almost like I'm meeting myself.
Right. Sweet. I mean, it sounds kind of Clockwork Orange.
Ooh.
You did it.
No takesy backsies.
And what have you put Finn into?
Oh.
It's an identical suit.
No, I think it's
You got some droogs.
it's a patterned It's like a patterned romper. That's like a black and white patterned romper. It's got like abstract design all over it. And really chunky bracelets, like chunky wooden bracelets.
Oh, this is great.
And a big hat to cover her closed eyes.
Yeah.
Yes. What kind of hat?
Big floppy sun hat.
Fluffy sun.
Nice. Floppy sun hat, black and white romper.
Yeah, that's great. Like a kind of
Like a
no-cal mime.
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, this is incredible, you guys. All right, so you're all in your costumes. Have we finished downtime or do you have more?
I think people have more.
We have more.
Oh,
I don't use.
Yeah, Alara's done.
Yeah, no, I'm all good.
Cove is done.
We healed me twice, so
Yeah.
that counts as both mine.
Yeah.
mine are pretty. Oh shoot. Yeah, mine are pretty simple. I'm gonna train for consort, which will put me at.
Yep.
Or not consort, resolve.
Right.
Yeah, but the specifically sexy result.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see how far that gets me. Not far enough. 1, 2.
Yeah. And if you don't indulge your vice while you have a trauma, you gain stress.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
How do
So-
you feel about spending a gold?
How many coin do you have?
None.
Oh, we don't.
I think you spent them all.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens? Does trauma always stay with you?
Although we've
think I might
definitely
change
had operations and we haven't given them coin for doing it. I think we've just forgotten to do that the last few times.
Well, those were
Those are submarine adventures.
where there weren't really any.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I am fine to
good.
take a stress. It'll be very precarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to acquire an asset. I was gonna see if we could find any housing, but it seems like we're all already.
Oh, I think you could find some housing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
with your androgynous partner.
yeah. So it would be nice to have. It would be nice to have a place to crash. So I'm gonna ask my androgynous partner. You know, hey, my friends and I, we're in a band, kind of starving artist types by choice. Our parents are very rich. And we just think,
like Mumford and Sons.
yeah. Who? Yeah. And I just for this, we just want to be authentic, and so we've like decided to be like houseless, but like we could use a place to rest. So
That's super
just
cool.
wondering.
Yeah, you can
do
like totally sleep on my many couches.
Oh, that's so cool of you. Thank you. Like, and just definitely your name is going to go in our liner notes, which I totally remember is what?
It's got to be something super. Alex.
Yes, just Alex. Do you have a last name or anything? No. Whoa, so cool. So cool. All right, great. So we got a place to sleep.
Yeah, totally.
Crash.
You have one night place to sleep before the parents find out and then kick you
Yeah.
out.
One night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you trained and you acquired an asset, so you take 2 stress for not indulging your vice.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
And we have no
Which is
gold.
right because you're not drinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
We have no gold, with which to.
Nope.
All right. Purchase a.
Nope.
Shit.
Any other downtime actions?
Me.
One more from Bertie.
Bertie forgot that he was injured and needs to heal himself.
Oh, well, how are you injured?
Bertie has a graze.
Okay.
Yeah. You got grazed by a spear as you matrixed underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember that happened, but I have one slice of pie left, so I need to do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Bertie also
There's-
doesn't
I
remember
can
how
help
to do
with
that.
that.
There's a bucket of blood right here.
Yeah. Just backstroking.
Maybe we should put some of that back in her.
We could.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
2.
I've only got one left. So.
It's full.
Yay, healed.
So all of your harms go down by 1 level.
All right. So
Sweet.
as you guys exit Chunks on your way to Alex's house, the barwoman, of course, shouts out, What do we put on the booth for our best ever customers? And what's the name you want to be remembered by in Chunks?
What's the name of our band
I
again?
mean, the teasers, right?
It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
The teasers.
Uh-huh.
The Teasers. I love it. Yeah, and she starts inscribing it on the booth.
They just carve it directly into the table.
And then pour some of the blood into it.
That's
Yeah.
too hardcore. They wouldn't think of that.
You leave Charlie laying on the table completely pale.
But before we left, I hooked up. I used some like different twisties. Some twisty straws to create a sort of an IV drip of her own blood.
You refilled Cove and Bertie. That's a lot of blood.
She got a lot of blood.
Well, but Bertie was just
Wait,
a
wait.
graze, so I just rubbed a little blood on it.
Wait. Here's your choice. You can try and do this. So you can exit, no suspicion on any of you. Or you can try and save Charlie, and if you fail, then there'll be consequences.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That's the game.
But we like Charlie.
Yeah, I think Starless is feeling a little bit guilty after murdering some workers.
Yeah.
Alara rolls her eyes.
And saving the
What could-
racist one.
Yeah, yeah. Let's not forget about that.
What if
I get
Charlie's
to use my
racist?
physiker though, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, great. So chances are good. So I need to have a full success or a mixed success. Let's see. Full success.
Nice. Sweet.
6.
Cool.
You see her eyelids flutter a little bit. She doesn't wake up, but you saw a little bit of movement.
Yeah.
It seems like she'll probably make
She's with
it.
her friends, right?
Well, with these kind of friends.
And I just turn to her friends. Make sure she hydrates.
They ignore you and just go,
Cool.
All right, what does Alex's place look like?
Well, I think it's like a massive loft. Like there's no walls anywhere.
Even on the side?
Well, there's 4 walls. There's only 4 walls. But there's
It's like
no
the
separate.
Puss in Boots outfit of
Yeah.
houses.
There's 4 walls, but there's no separation of rooms. There's a few columns throughout the loft that for support, and there's a kitchen that's directly in the middle, like an open kitchen plan, but line of sight from one corner to the other.
The suggestion of rooms is there because of all the couches.
Mhm.
They were talking about all their couches. It's like every
so much
every
couch.
wall is a couch.
Mhm.
That said, I feel like we get the sense that there's a second floor, and on the second floor is where his parents live.
Their parents.
And
Their parents.
their parents, and yes, of course,
As
their
yet
parents.
unknown. Yeah.
That's a friend we went home with.
yes.
Mhm.
Alex.
Okay. So yeah, we go through it's like an ornate normal door, and then it's a loft, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
And they're
upstairs there might just be normal house going
right.
on.
And they're like, yeah, it's this isn't my place, but whatever.
There's only one piece of art on all of the walls.
And? What is
Meaning there's 3 blank walls and 1 wall that has a very conspicuously small piece of art.
What is it?
Just a
It
picture
is
of a couch.
3 dots. No, it is a picture of a couch. It's a picture of a couch. And it's
This person loves couches.
Oh, sorry, it's actually it's a triptych. That's
3 couches.
3 sections of the
three-piece.
couch. it's one couch. Yeah, it's a sectional couch divided into a triptych.
That's hilarious.
Incredible.
And Alex is like, so your friends can sleep wherever, but do you want to come with me, Starless? Oh, it doesn't know your name. They don't know your name.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
What did you say?
Oh yeah, my name is Sky Starful.
Ah, Let's take this somewhere a little less comfortable.
A room with no couches?
Starless is trying so hard to look nonchalant, but like his foot is tapping like a dog being scratched. Like, yeah, that sounds cool. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
And Alex shows you guys to your various couches, puts down sparkling mineral water on each one with a glass on coasters. And I think there are probably blankets rolled up. It's very welcoming, and then just like Starfall. And then takes you to a room which is completely unfurnished.
By room, you mean just a corner of this loft?
No. So I think there is some kind of like enclosed space that you thought was like a refrigerator or something, but it's actually
you step into the refrigerator and it's a room.
Yeah. Just like wood it's like a sauna.
Yeah. Love that.
Completely unfinished sauna. And that's where those guys spent the night.
Starless becomes what is the elf equivalent of a man?
Older elf.
Yeah.
So my gosh, this is so much more comfortable than any bed you ever slept on. These couches.
I think Bertie goes in search of the couch that's a shower.
Shower couch.
He just assumes it's all couches. So
Yeah,
he's
there's a
looking
lot
for a
of
shower.
couches.
Yeah.
Why not?
There's one in the corner. It's kind of like a fainting couch shape, so it's got like a nice little curve to it. And coming up out of the tall side is a little brass shower head, and the floor around it is tile and like slanted in towards a drain beneath the couch. And you have a shower couch.
Yeah, and the pipe into the shower head comes from a water couch.
Shower couch.
Yeah.
Shower couch.
And as you take the shower, the water couch slowly deflates a little bit.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Cove? You want to get some blood off you?
That's actually a good idea. I'll take a shower cow.
It's great. The products, like the shampoos, are fantastic. And Bertie's hair has never been.
Unfortunately, I have
fluffier.
to use the bathroom couch.
There's 100% a bathroom couch.
Yeah.
While you're using the bathroom couch and while Bertie is in the shower cow, you hear some like feet coming down the stairs from the story above, and it is Alex's mom. She's like, darlings! Oh, Alex has got friends over. She's got deviled eggs. So many deviled eggs. Like a whole platter. She's like, deviled eggs, anyone? Deviled eggs, anyone? Toothbrushes.
Yes, please.
Yep, deviled egg, toothbrush.
What is your name? Alex's mum.
Marjorie.
Marjorie. So lovely to meet you, Marjorie.
Oh, I'm so glad that Alex brought some friends over.
Oh, Alex is great. We love Alex.
Oh, splendid. So, eggs, toothbrush.
I'll take one of each.
I like the idea that Cove takes the toothbrush and like puts the deviled egg on the toothbrush.
No, you eat it.
Now, I won't be in you young people's hair for very long. Where is Alex?
I think he was trying to find another couch or something. I think he was trying to find a specific couch.
Oh,
A second bathroom
they
couch.
have
I think they
their
were.
couches.
Yeah.
Well, splendid. I shan't get in your way. If you need anything, just knock.
Oh, these devil's legs are so good.
Alara's pupils are massive.
Wow. Wow.
Wait, and do I still have silver eyes?
and you
Oh,
did
100%.
say
Yeah.
deviled legs.
These deviled legs are so good.
Yeah. and also they're so much better than any of the garbage that you
Yeah.
guys have eaten in the rest of your lives.
Yeah.
In fact, oh shit, like I think you've seen your mum making these for other people, but we're never able to try them.
Yeah. She starts to tear up a little bit because she's so stoned and sad, but also really happy today was one of the best days ever.
She's also, it's basically the equivalent of like eating at a 5-star restaurant while on Molly. Like, you're just like.
Desmond does.
I don't belong here.
You go back, and the velvet of one of the couches, the feeling of the texture on your face is the nicest thing that you've ever felt in your entire
That's
life.
my couch. Yep.
And also, so this is a real feeling, right? So like, on one level, you are profoundly uncomfortable for being in a place that is, radically wealthy. But on the other hand, these fucking rich people, they are amazing at making you feel welcome. So like, those are the two things that are competing. Like, you feel the most welcome you've ever been by someone's parents, but also like, this place is insane.
All of the couches.
And then you hear this like, just the sound of, I'm gonna say like slapping, like skin on wood.
Oh no.
And Bertie's just dancing in the shower.
Is that the sound or is
No, that's all this is happening at once.
okay,
Yeah.
great.
I think you
Co's pooping on the couch.
Just looks up, gives a salute.
These devil's eggs go right through me.
Wait, that does beg the question. Did Marjorie hand you a deviled egg while you were shooting?
Yeah, she's like
Unfazed.
Unfazed.
totally
Yeah.
unfazed.
yeah.
They're so welcoming.
Yeah, these people are amazing.
So I'm getting Saltburn vibes.
Exactly. And so you spend the evening.
And I think out the window as the eye in the sky blinks and it becomes nighttime, you see off in the distance, like Vegas spotlights pointing towards the sky, kind of waving in all sorts of directions, or like outside a stadium. You see some of those off in the distance in the direction where the crush of people was going earlier this evening.
Yeah.
And I think we call it here tonight, looking out the absolutely giant bay window that is the fourth wall of this room that looks out onto the city.
The glass couch.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a really nice episode, folks.
Yeah.
All of the couches. That has to be my favorite part of what just happened.
Yeah.
Like they said, you mentioned it, like, all the couches.
Yeah.
Literally only all couches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a showroom.
Yeah.
The escalation.
Thank you to our wonderful players for participating in this truly bizarre and wonderful narrative. Thank you to Reed for being part of this incredible and strange journey. Thank you to Jeff for creating the music, and I cannot wait to see what he's going to come up with for tonight's extravaganza.
Couches.
But thank you most of all to our listeners for being with us on this story. We will see you next week.
Good night.
Night.
Take your comfort, weary traveler, in the shadow of the Seven's wall, where though magic may be gone, the tangle lives on in the echo of the leaf music's call.
Creeps.
That was fun.
Are we
So what?
Greatest show ever made.
gonna do?
Oh,
Yeah,
XP.
We can do this after the thingy.
Yeah.
I think it's better to do after the thingy. XP
Yeah.
takes ages.
Yeah.
After the thingy,
After
Yeah,
the
after we
outro.
finish.
After the
Yeah.
outro.
Have you guys heard the outro?
I don't know if I
Oh,
have.
it's so fucking good.
Wait, I don't think I
Play
have.
it. Play it. Play it.
Yeah. I'll get it out.
wait, let's do
Yeah.
XP. Okay, let's start the XP.
Yeah,
while you're doing
start.
that.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Because it just takes a
Tom,
long
Tom
time.
do
I don't
some
have any
XP.
desperate rolls this
And
time.
these are the parts of it that we will just have for the Patreon.
Yeah.
So I got the one desperate
You have-
action.
You really enjoy it. You
Yeah.
just want to hear more of us stupid
When are we
nonsense.
gonna launch the podcast?
Soon? We've
Some-
got almost
sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the,
Sometime this
yeah.
month.
Did I see the what?
the conversation about it.
Yeah.
No,
I saw there were messages coming through. I didn't.
So we're up
have
to
time to.
Jeff's almost on having done 5,
Yep.
Yeah.
and we're going to do it bi-monthly.
Sweet.
Yep.
On Sundays,
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we
I
going to
think-
release a few at the beginning or no?
one at a time.
One at a time.
On the
Yeah.
on the Lord's Day.
On the Lord's Day.
I
The most popular data release podcast.
yeah. We need Jeff to finish episode 5, and then Tom and I need to re-record episode 0, and then we're good to go.
Re-record.
Yeah.
What?
Did you guys make a
We're
boo-boo?
gonna. It was like 50 minutes, and we were like talking, and no one knew what the rules are. So we're gonna try again to try and get it like 15
You guys
minutes.
are just
like we used to
podcast
type.
babies.
Toy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want the first thing people hear to be like,
Oh my God! I got my dice.
I don't know the rules of this game, and I'm about to run it.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're gonna re-record and try again.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although that's going to create a weird situation, of course, in which we are semi-competent for episode 0, and then
Yeah.
idiots in episode
Right.
Yeah,
That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, don't
I think we
overthink
can
it.
probably say in episode 0, like we're recording this, we're re-recording this after the
And-
fact
and
because our
build-
first one was
Build
bad.
hype around like
Yeah, don't
We-
worry, it's going to get
Us.
better.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we are so far in, and you've got some exciting stuff to look forward to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll be like, and we might lie a little bit about like what happens to the players. We'll be like, there's been several affairs amongst the players. Oh my God!
No,
some,
no affairs.
Some people
we're
have come
all
out.
hot, sexy singles.
Well, there've been affairs that have then turned people into hot sex.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's been drama.
Wait,
Yeah.
you mean the
Kind of a
players?
Fleetwood Mac situation.
Everyone listens to podcasts because they're hot, like they're hot for the participants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what we all know.
Are we gonna do like a recap of the
Like-
first campaign to kind of like contextualize it all for like patrons? No.
I think that
Well, we could do that for Patreon
at some
people
point,
eventually.
yeah.
Yeah.
to introduce them to the Holoverse original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be
Yeah,
fun.
It'd be sweet.
Yeah. I think it.
But I think we should do it in like old people with story voices.
Yeah.
Well, I heard this bugbear.
Back in my day.
There was a little blind goblin.
Yeah. Okay. I found. Oh.
Nice calendar colors.
Oh, thank you.
Express the goals, drives, and the conflict or essential nature.
All right. We're gonna have to listen to XP for a tiny bit, but we're almost there.
So I think you have to that.
Yeah, I also feel like balance just getting too crew XD.
Too cruel.
Great.
The too cruel
I
is
think-
too cruel.
And that should be it. Okay,
Yay.
I'm
now
hilarious.
for reals, such a long episode. Wow,
No?
we really did it. So much episode.
Take your comfort weary traveler in the shadow of the seventh wall, where though magic may be gone, the tangle lives on in the echo of the leaf music's call.
Wow.
Hmm. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's super cool.
That's cool.
And especially when you get that after a really silly episode.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
The tone difference is really, really nice.
That's really nice.
The feeling that I always get when I'm listening to it with Jeff's on top is like a abandoned fun fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like silliness, but it's so spooky.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're putting together something pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's all right.
All right. XP.
Yeah, do some XP.
Um,
You bums.
did I track or do violence? I don't think I
so.
did.
No.
I was
Did
about to.
violence against that net.
I was about to hunt a boat woman, but y'all decided to do alternate solutions. So I think I only get expressed beliefs. And did I struggle with my vice? I mean, I would call
I think it helped
struggling.
you.
Yeah.
I think I just get the one.
Yeah, you really leaned in.
Yeah.
I did.
And were rewarded for being yourself,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Gave myself the point for in resolve for a desperate situation.
Mhm.
I think that was the only one that I
Yeah.
encountered this session.
Yep.
I addressed a challenge with technical skill or mayhem, while simultaneously struggling with my trauma when in the explosion.
Yeah.
Brick wall.
And then I expressed my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background because we always get that one. So that means I just topped off resolve, and I get
Nice.
to add something.
Cool.
I mean, thematically, consort would work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with consort.
Yeah.
And now I have
Sexy
three.
boy.
Now Starless is now a regular Casanova. He's got 3 pips in consort.
Whoa.
Ever have thunk it?
Well,
No.
it's because I make my bed now.
That's true.
I'm
But
eating clean
but
and
there is
making
no
my
bed
bed.
in this room.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
not
that's
even
true.
a
You make your
sofa.
couch.
I make
Yeah.
my couch and I'm
Well-
eating clean.
There's no couch in the room that you're in either.
Yeah, focusing on macros.
Nice. Good boy, Stars.
I used evasion to go eat a leaf.
Yep.
And I don't think I struggled with any sort of vice or.
Wait, well, your vice is anti-authority, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you very much defied all of the strictures of authority in the temple.
sure. So that's struggling because it.
Yeah,
Coming up.
100%.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the temple, that was definitely a struggle.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, you broke about as many taboos as you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that gets my playbook to its max.
Woo.
Nice. What
So
are you
I'll,
taking?
I'll sit here and figure that out.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I'm all good. I got my 1 check in resolve
Nice.
for this episode.
All right,
Bertie.
Bertie rolled a desperate action when he slid across the floor on some grease.
Yep.
Yeah. That was super cool.
Very cool.
Already put that in for resolve. Addressed a challenge with deception or influence. Yes, I believe that in the bar I did address it with deception or influence.
Mhm.
Both.
No?
I
Yeah?
think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What are you thinking there?
No, after you finished, I just want to recapitulate the 4 scenes of this episode because I think it's worth doing.
Okay. After I finish.
Yeah, after you finish.
A 2, 3. So I get 1. I'm gonna add that to playbook.
Nice.
Part of my 1-man show.
Mhm.
And then express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Indeed.
Indeed, I believe I did that.
When you put that nurse hat on
Yeah.
and you helped draw that blood.
When they said I was a short and pudgy boy and I would not finish his outfit,
you
I
showed that.
said, I will doff this cap at least. I did.
Nice.
Last, you struggle with issues from your vices or traumas during the session. I don't know.
So.
Don't think so, no.
Don't think I did. I mean, I did go shopping
Yeah, but
in
you didn't struggle it tremendously.
in
helped you.
the.
It
was very successful.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, no. The struggling from my trauma. That's when I feel flashbacks to what I was before.
Could be the tree thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
tree thing. So that's. I think that's different. I think
Yeah.
that's different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that I did struggle with was the potential of Cove maybe setting things on fire and
right.
having to doff my fireman's
If he
cap.
would have set something on fire, I think that would
Well,
have
having
been
to
struggling.
confront your friend in a way that foils his plan, I think that's a struggle.
Yeah.
Not enough to get
No.
another.
I think
Little thing,
Fire Chief
but-
Bertie was the result of a devil's bargain and not a trauma.
Oh, I
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I think you're
interesting.
right.
Okay.
That does. That reminds me. Do we ever get to resolve traumas, or is that stuck with us?
Traumas forever.
Yeah, that mean that.
The body holds this. What is it? The body
Yeah.
holds
Body
the
keeps the
score.
score.
The body keeps the
Yeah.
score.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
what traumas? What is everybody's trauma again? Just
Like
Explosions?
the number or the okay.
yeah, the number that you have and the actual description of
Mine's
it.
one, and I
Explosions,
believe that mine
pigeons.
is. Sorry.
Sorry, no. Explosions, pigeons, certainty,
Oh my
stills.
Wait.
Wait,
how many
what?
traumas you have?
Explosions.
How many traumas do you have?
I have
2, right?
2, right?
I only had 2 traumas.
Okay, so what
Yeah.
are your 2 traumas?
What is
Okay,
it?
it's gonna be explosions and
My pigeons did not
certainty.
traumatize you.
Okay, explosions and certainty, where in an uncertain situation you'll kind of freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Mine is basically, are we the baddies?
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Wait,
Just draining a person of their blood, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And leaving them unconscious on the table.
Yep.
Elora doesn't have any.
Mm-hmm.
No trauma.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, Berties is the feeling that like losing track of time or how old I am and where am I?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Appreciate the reminder, folks. All right.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So just one.
This silver eye thing you said is temporary attunement.
Yeah.
Yes.
But thematically, I want it to be the cause of this playbook thing.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Totally.
I-
What
it's
playbook are you
the
taking?
Cloak of Shadows, which allows me to like shift into a shadow realm, basically.
Sweet.
Yeah. Do you want to read?
Yeah,
the
totally.
specifics of it?
You may shift partially into the Fey realm, becoming shadowy and insubstantial for a few moments. Take 2 stress when you shift, plus 1 stress for each extra feature. And the features can be, it lasts longer. You're invisible rather than shadowy. You may float through the air.
Sweet.
Whoa.
That's really
yeah,
cool.
That's
cool one.
super cool. I think effectively what happens is you go into the shift into the realm where the auras are instead
Cool.
of being
Yep.
on the material plane.
That's right.
And that also makes sense narratively today.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of why I was picking
Yeah.
it.
That's perfect.
That's
really cool.
So cool.
Another playbook clarification. I have a couple check boxes, slots that are empty.
Yep.
Those are things that you as the GMs determine are possibilities, not me.
You can propose
suggest,
you can propose
Okay.
stuff and
Je
we'll
propose.
referee and say yes or
Okay.
no.
Got
But yeah,
it.
if you get enough to have a playbook, then
And-
we can talk about it.
Yeah, and if
Okay.
you have something like specific in mind or something that's thematic, we can hone
Okay.
your skill.
Great.
Sweet.
You had something you wanted to do, Tom?
Yeah, I just wanted to summarize. I think this is the most diverse set of scenes we've ever had. First scene was escaping from
A cistern.
escaping from cistern, escaping from fish people temple.
Uh-huh.
Second one was stealing a gondola.
Well, failing to steal the gondola.
Yeah, trying your best to steal a
Attempting
gondola.
Uh-huh.
And then, I guess all the stuff on the street. The third one was,
Mr. Cheetah Man.
Yeah.
I guess maybe 5 scenes then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say that was a
Shit.
minor conversation. But the third one I was really thinking of was theme pub.
Yeah.
Winning friends and influencing people in theme pub. And then the fourth one was this strange couch loft. I don't think I've ever heard any actual play podcast that has been anything like this.
No, there's never been a couch loft before.
No.
I
Or any of the above.
The couch loft
Yeah.
is so funny.
I want to build it in Sims.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is a
I'm
very
starting-
strange episode.
So
Yeah.
tonight I was thinking about merch. And I was thinking we have all of these different artists in our lives that we can draw from to create merch, and I want the Born to Die couch loft shirt. Where it could be the triptych.
Yeah.
It could also I was just thinking actually sort of a sketchy hand drawn scene from the apartment with the couch triptych in the background.
Okay, it's coat pooping. You being dragged into a side.
Yeah.
a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Bertie's naked in the naked in the
in the-
shower.
with a nurse's cap.
Yeah. The mom's walking in with double egg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alaris.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
In the shower. In the
Marjorie.
mud.
Marjorie.
Petting a
Yeah,
cat.
just so many
pretty
wonderful
good.
little. You
Very
have the
weird.
submarine.
Yeah.
We could for one
Oh
of them.
yeah. The submarine's great. Just a ladder.
10 ladders.
Yeah. 10 ladders and then bureaucracy bot. Regulations fulfilled.
Oh, there has
Thumbs
to
up.
be a Rizbot coffee cup or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
We know what the handle's gonna be.
A Rizbot coffee cup, but when it gets hot, it changes to a swoop of hair.
Oh,
It's like one of those.
yeah.
Wow.
So premium.
Also, crew XP. We still gotta do.
Oh, we have some
Did we
correct.
execute us? Would you say that was a successful operation?
Heck yeah, it was.
Yeah. Finding a place to stay and escaping fish people.
Yay.
Maybe.
Well, I
I can't
we also
believe we-
got to the Old City, which
Yeah,
Yay,
that's true. That
so
was
big streams. I
4
also
episodes
can't believe that we
long.
survived
Right.
that. There were so many
Did
opportunities
zero.
to die.
yeah, you
It was-
almost
We
Starting at 0.
really almost
you
died.
could have
so
got
many times.
traumatized out of the Old City so easy.
Right.
I have 4 crew XP.
Someone is tracking this.
It is.
Yeah.
It is that someone.
Yeah, it's Carissa.
I've been tracking none of it. 'cause I
Sponsored by
have
Fruitful Revenue.
Yeah,
Great at tracking things.
Yay.
yeah,
And this isn't digital. I usually prefer digital spreadsheet.
yeah. How many crew
Digital
XP? Or sorry, crew XP. Execute a successful operation. Crew XP. Yes.
So how many do we get for today? We're starting out with blank slate, 0.
Yeah.
One
I think-
for
I think-
successful.
Yeah. Contend with challenges above your current station. Yes. Grobblers and
Elites.
general old city people.
Yep.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
I'm gonna
I mean-
say yeah.
We have a reputation out at Chunks.
I think developed a new one.
Yeah, I don't think you
Yeah.
would like.
I don't think it was hooligans. I think it
Hooligans,
was
maybe.
Party
party
people.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool guys.
Yeah. So you can.
The last
I think you have 2 distinct reputations, like per tier, and
Yes.
in the old city, it's party animals.
Nice.
Okay. In lower pool, I still have terrorists.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why Cobb wonders, are we the
Hooligans,
baddies?
terrorists.
Yeah.
Quite reasonably, you might be the
Anarchists
baddest.
and party
Yeah.
animals.
No, in the middle tier, Cobb's wondering, are we the cool kids?
and
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. Yes.
okay, so we
We did.
get 4.
Well, this was extremely fun.
but
I
we
think-
don't.
I think today really pushed into the cult.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, this was a very Fufflins episode.
Right.
Yes.
There was blood.
So-
there was something in the couchless room.
There
And
was-
there was
There was
fighting.
drugs, there was sex, there
Yeah.
was what?
Violence.
So we
Violence.
can get
Sacrifice.
we can get
dancing.
Deception.
2 XP if one of these items
Swimming.
happened multiple times. And you mentioned we did multiple operations. Multiple
Yeah.
successful
Yeah.
operations.
Yeah,
So would we get an extra one for that?
I think so.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Getting to the old city and then like setting up camp in the old city.
Yeah.
Seems like
Alex's
2 separate.
house.
Yeah.
So that's 5 then for today.
Well, Marjorie's house. Actually.
Yep.
Do we get any coin?
Probably.
No.
I don't think so, unless someone's gonna go steal a bunch of stuff from Alex's house and then skedaddle.
Yeah.
We'll worry
not
about
today.
that next.
Yeah, not
coin
today.
means like large coin.
Yeah, you haven't stolen.
I also didn't ask if we got any money from the clothes that we stole. Like,
no.
No.
just clothes.
Yeah, people take their, wallets out of their clothes and put them into their costume pockets.
That makes sense.
A coin is a largemouth.
Yeah.
So we have 9 reputation.
So you got 3 more. 2 for completing
Does that go into turf?
the operation for today,
And
and
turf is you have 1 turf,
yeah,
which is the
Shrimply the best.
Shrimply the best.
I guess what I'm questioning
Yeah.
is this
Your turf is goes there, and then that
Oh,
reduces the amount of rep you need to level up.
Yeah.
So we have 1 turf.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we got 3 additional rep today, 2 from completing an operation, and 1 because you have leverage. Whenever you gain rep, gain +1 rep. So you get 3.
So that puts us over by 1.
Okay. To ascend to the next tier as a crew,
Motherfucker,
you
we need
need
coin.
8 coin.
We need 8 times our tier.
Yep, 8 coin to go up to the tier 2.
So it's just maxed out.
Yeah,
Tier for
rep
now.
is gonna stay maxed out. You can spend rep in certain situations. I think
Okay.
you can spend rep to do additional downtime actions.
Uh huh.
Well, you know where we can make some coin?
Wow.
Being,
the chunk.
yeah, we could be,
Chunks
Like-
entertainment.
yeah, entertainment.
Oh, also fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jam.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah.
getting an 8 coin at chunks, but you might in the arena.
Yeah.
What if we actually made that band a reality? The chunks.
Well, that's a good point. Will you earn 8 coin playing music? No.
No, because there
Will you
is
maybe lose 3 coin playing music?
I can
Yes.
confirm you cannot make a living off of doing it for fun. But it's fun.
yeah.
When are you playing chunks, Carissa?
Next weekend,
This
actually.
weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's an 8 to midnight show.
I just looked up Starfield Chunks. It exists. It's a food. It's not.
Yeah, it's a
been
food
updated.
place.
Okay.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, I had no idea.
Fabulous. I think that's all of the XP leveling up sort of stuff that we do.
That's
Sweet.
it.
Well done, everyone.
All right. We'll see you at our next XP
Till next time.
bonus episode. Patreon listeners.
Patron.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Patron listeners.
Oh, the Patron tier.
We will have to come up with some like names for tiers.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have an easy upper tier.
That's
lower
true.
tier.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lower Sunpool, the old city, and the pinnacle.
The pinnacle. Pinnacle subscribers.
The Yeah.
Lord 7.
Ooh.
Oh, and
that's
then
that's
the
that's
Lord, that's
uh-huh.
the up the fourth tier. Up.
the $50 a month tier.
Yes. So Lord 7, if you subscribe as Lord 7, then that's when you get us to do games for you.
Yeah.
It's like Spout Lord, they'll like the top subscribers get to they'll run sessions for those subscribers.
Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
they do like go over Roll20 once a month with the top tier subscribers and
kidding.
run a game.
That's an awesome idea.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
I love
Pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, we're done.
Sick. Ah.